Short list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job criteria. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Napa know-how.
Celebrate Dad all month at Napa with the Evercraft 100-piece screwdriver set for $19.99. To a regular person, that might seem like an excessive number of screwdrivers. But to Dad, that's just being prepared, like buying a paper map in case the GPS goes rogue. That's the Evercraft 100-piece screwdriver set for $19.99. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating locations while supplies last. Offer ends 6/30/21.
Get more out of summer with more from the Home Depot and 4th of July savings throughout the store and online. Whether you're ready to paint a wall, upgrade an appliance, fire up a new grill, or spread color throughout your garden, the Home Depot can help you match low prices with your high expectations for your next project. Whatever plans you have for your home, you can make this a summer to remember. With the Home Depot, how doers get more done.
It's Mattress Firm's biggest 4th of July sale ever. Hurry in and get a king bed for the price of a queen or a queen bed for the price of a twin. Plus, get a free adjustable base when you spend just $6.99 on Sealy. Or save $500 on all Tempur-Pedic Breeze mattresses. With our low price guarantee, you can rest assured you'll get the best bed at the best price, only at Mattress Firm. Offer valid with qualifying purchase. Restrictions apply. Valid at participating locations only. For offer details, visit mattressfirm.com/sale.
Not to be a backseat driver, but if you need to hire great people fast, you need Indeed. Sponsor a job, and you'll immediately get a list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. More at Indeed.com/credit.
Your home for Titans and Falls football. 104.5 The Zone. WGFX Gallatin, Nashville. A Cumulus station. Trending now at 104.5 The Zone.
It is 6 o'clock. Good morning. I'm Jonathan Schaefer. Vanderbilt scored 2 runs in the bottom of the 9th, including the game winner on a wild pitch to defeat Stanford 6-5 and remain alive in the College World Series. To their own admission, Vandy played poorly early in the game, committing 3 errors, and they were trailing 4-0, but the Doors kept grinding away to earn the win. They will face NC State on Friday at 1 o'clock, and if they win, will play the Wolfpack again on Saturday at 1 in order to advance to the championship series. Speaking of thrilling wins, Nashville SC earned a hard-fought come-from-behind 3-2 win over Toronto FC. Luke Hawkinson scored 2 goals, including the game winner in the 92nd minute. The Boys in Gold play again Saturday, hosting CF Montreal. And to the NBA, Trae Young scored 48 points in leading Atlanta to a 116-113 win over Milwaukee in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Young also had 7 rebounds and 11 assists. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and the Vols. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Do I have everybody's attention now?
Now it's time for Jason Martin and Vol for Life Ramon Foster.
Powered by all 4 Seasons Garage Doors.
Together, they are JMart and Ramon on 104.5 The Zone.
What's happening? Welcome in. JMart and Ramon on a Thursday, and I just have a feeling. When I look up and I see Ron Slay on the guest list, Brad Willis on the guest list from the Tennessee Sports Hall of Fame, the shirt that you're wearing, Moan, which I'm a big fan of.
Oh, yeah.
Today's going to be one.
It has to be one.
Today's going to be one. CG had, let's just say, an explosion of all explosions this morning.
Hey, now.
Woke up. Abby walks in the kitchen, making my coffee, putting it in the mug. She's like, I think I need to take a shower.
Yeah, that's some turd stuff right there.
Felt dirty.
Oh, shit. It was a dirty night.
Not to get too detailed, but up and down both the legs.
Ooh, oh, man. Oh.
Up the stomach.
Oh, man. Hey.
Down the back.
Not to get too detailed?
Not to get too detailed?
Yeah, well.
You lost us completely.
You really think I'll be listening to you? I ain't listening to you.
That's right.
I wish that was one of those times. Ooh, that's cold-blooded.
It was one she needed, I can tell you that.
That gave me chills thinking about that again.
Last night I was laying in bed, just waiting to go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And I just hear a whole lot of gas.
God.
She's in her pack and play, laying out. It's just kind of like, and then it was like 7 or 8 more of the same kind of thing, just same thing.
For all those driving in right now, I want to apologize for Jason's description of what happened last night.
Yes, he said he wasn't going to go into detail.
I didn't.
I didn't know I couldn't do that.
Yeah, no,
It's basically what was going on right now. Jay, thoughts and prayers.
To the wife, I was asleep.
Selfish.
No. It's all right. Vandy boys get it done last night in the bottom of the 9th. And what an awful way to lose if you're Stanford. At least go.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, really.
That's what I said when I saw him release it. He was trying to throw a breaking ball, which had been killer. It had been killer. How many innings did he pitch? 3?
Yeah, well, that breaking ball that broke up, I don't think that's how that's supposed to work.
He held back tears. It looked like, man, so bad. Like,
it was rough, man.
I always tell kids, like, straight face. I tell my kids all the time, hey, we're never up, we're never down. Like, that moment right there have you down. And I don't know what his pro career is going to be like, but he has to have a moment to redeem himself. Like, and that's all you will hope for at some point. It's like, man, I hope he gets another shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, because nobody wants that. Nobody wants this. That's basically Chris Webber. You know what I'm saying?
The timeout call?
That's Chris Webber at Michigan. And that's...
What's the worst thing like that you can remember happening in sports? Just these boneheaded moves. And that one wasn't boneheaded in terms of being stupid. It was just like, it was Scott's Tots.
Scott's Tots.
That's what that throw was.
Yeah, it was.
That was
Who's had another?
That was Beck's Peck.
Who's had a moment? I'm sure some high school team or kid is running a touchdown in the wrong direction. Shooting the basket in the wrong hoop. Like, nothing's coming to me off top. Dallas Cowboys lineman that ran a touchdown. No, he was almost at a touchdown.
Leon Lett?
Lett.
That was the one that came to my mind.
Leon Lett.
Wasn't that Don Beebe that tracked him down?
Yeah, it was Don Beebe. Yeah. Leon Lett actually had 2 of those moments in his career. But that was a Thanksgiving game.
Yeah, one was Thanksgiving. The other one was in the Super Bowl, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Leon Lett.
That was the one that I immediately thought of.
Yeah.
He had it happen a few different times in his career. You had, Nick Young celebrating threes that didn't happen.
I'll never forget Pac-Man and Burfict running through the tunnel, thinking the game was over, and they got like a 15-yard penalty, put us in scoring position. Yeah, that one was one I was directly on the field for. Who else is out there, man? Did Jordan have a moment like that with the Bulls, or biggest sports flubs, man? What do you want to call them?
Well, it's just unfortunate moments.
Yeah, that's crucial, man.
I'm the savage in me.
Yeah,
was trying to come up with newspaper headlines afterwards. So I came up with that CSI Miami. They were playing poker, and luckily the Cardinal was wild instead of the Joker.
Yeah.
But I was also thinking, man, it's a good thing his last name's Beck, because he sure is a loser.
The petty in you, even in the worst moments, you was like,
no, I felt I didn't do that one because it was a horrible moment, but he also is just a tough. I mean, Bill Buckner's the all-timer. Bill Buckner's the all-time flub. Did you just look at me like you don't know who that is?
No,
man?
I don't. Goes to YouTube.
All right, we'll look that up during the break.
Okay.
We'll get you up.
I might know the moment. No. I might know the moment, but I don't know exactly the details. I just see stuff.
Chris in Manchester. So first today. Chris, what's up?
What's up, Chris?
Man, fellas, y'all gonna love this one, and this one goes straight to my belly and warms my whole body every time I think about it. So the greatest flub of all time cost them a championship and gave Tennessee a championship. If you remember the Sterner fumble that gave us the win over Arkansas, and then we wound up winning the national championship a few weeks down the road. That's the greatest flub of all time. I'll hang up and listen.
When it results in that, when it results in, it's like directly like a, oh, wow, just saw the Bill Buckner.
Yeah. Yeah. Game 6.
Yep.
For the Red Sox.
Quotation marks, routine plays.
Yeah.
They're not routine.
Dude, Buckner, you should really look at how long it took for Red Sox fans to forgive him.
Oh.
And how it, like, broke him, and he had to deal with therapy, and he still cried when he was talking about it, like, 25 years later, and all of this kind of thing. What about whoever it was that was covering Stephon Diggs for the Saints in the playoff game?
Yeah. Oh, golly, Stephon Diggs.
The Weber timeout is certainly on there. Of course, he wouldn't have had a chance to call that timeout if they'd called the walk on him on the other side of the floor. Because that's the part of that always gets overlooked is, I mean, he traveled, like blatantly traveled.
Yeah.
He had bags packed.
He started his own traveling agency after that.
You said he started his own traveling agency?
He started Travelers Insurance.
Goodness.
That was National Lampoon's European Vacation kind of stuff.
What about Chicago Cubs?
Bartman?
Bartman.
I thought of that. I mean, that's not a sports flub in that was somebody in the seats. Them losing after that, when they had plenty of reason to still get out of that inning, you could potentially talk about.
Mm-hmm.
The Bartman thing is just one of those kind of moments. Like, you could change the question because that was a did this dude just did this moment.
Did this dude just did this?
Then what was just the most unbelievably shocking thing that you've seen? But that's a different question. Let's go to Rich on line 2. Rich, what's up?
Rich?
Hey, Rich.
Hey, how y'all doing?
We're good.
Good.
Man, we got to give Ramon a demerit for saying Michael Jordan, man. Michael Jordan has never flubbed anything. And J.R. Smith in the finals.
Yeah, that's good.
He jackballed.
Yeah.
J.R. Smith in the finals.
With LeBron with the 2-pointers.
Yeah.
I was asking, has Jordan ever had a moment?
No, I mean, he's had game winners he's missed, but he hasn't ever had that kind of moment, no.
Giving out demerits early this morning, man.
That is a demerit.
Hey.
The Scott Norwood field goal that wasn't for the Bills against the Cowboys.
Yeah.
In the Super Bowl. I'm sorry, against the Giants in the Super Bowl. Where the Bills would have won a Super Bowl had he made it. But the thing was, it wasn't a 30-yard chip shot or a 25-yarder.
How far was it?
It was in the high 40s, I believe. Like, yeah, you expect to make that or you hope to make that on the NFL level, but we've seen a lot of people miss those.
Yeah.
A whole lot of people miss those.
Golly. J.R. Smith was pretty bad, too.
It was pretty bad.
I can't lie. That was pretty bad. The Malice in the Palace is another one of those moments that was
That's
just
not really a
super bad.
flub.
That's just super bad.
That's just violence.
It's just bad
Butt fumble.
right there.
That's a flub.
What about hiring Derek Dooley?
Sports flub. Well.
What about hiring Jeremy Pruitt?
Sports flub. Yep.
What about
It was Marcus Williams who was supposed to hit Diggs on that, by the way. The safety on that.
Marcus Williams,
Marcus Williams.
That's definitely probably one of them.
Where it just leaves you crushed.
Yeah, right.
The pitcher from Stanford was, I'm talking about smoking the first 2.5 innings he was in there.
Now, he had gone out there and given up a base hit to Bradfield, put him on base. He was starting to leak oil a little bit because he had pitched a lot.
And I think they finally got to the point where they were just, don't swing at the first one. It looked like don't swing at the first one and just work your way out of it.
One of the biggest sports flubs I've ever seen was Nick Anderson missing 4 free throws in a row for Orlando at the very end of Game 1, Shaq Penny years in the NBA Finals, leading to Kenny Smith hitting a three-pointer to send that game into overtime, where the Rockets would then win and then would sweep Orlando, who would never get back to the NBA Finals. And Nick Anderson was a good free throw shooter who missed 4 in a row.
Golly.
615-737-1045, 737-1045. Greatest sports flub that you can remember. And, hey, if there's a personal touch to it, we're here for story time as well. Vandy advances or stays alive in about the most improbable way you could think of. Not that wild pitches don't happen, but that kid was dealing. He was throwing some nasty off-speed stuff. And then you saw where that ball was headed. It's like, is the catcher going to make that? Nope. Okay, Vandy wins. It was like that quick, and it was over. Absolutely over.
Somebody said Jesse James touchdown.
Yeah, I saw that. Saw that.
I'll never forget that one.
Well, that was an official thing.
I know, but it was also pointing to, like, Jesse, like, did he have his knee down type of thing. He took that one pretty serious, man.
What about Dyson? Sorry.
The longest yard?
My apologies.
The longest yard.
We got to keep this narrow in terms of, like, flubs, mistakes, or dramatic moments.
They're
kind of bleeding over a little bit.
They are bleeding over a little bit.
Yeah.
Flubs is different. That's why I'm not agreeing with the Jesse James thing.
Yeah, I feel that.
That was poor officiating.
I blend it right there. Yeah.
615-737-1045. We'll be right back. JMart and Ramon, 104.5 The Zone.
Titans football, the passion that unites us all. Your home for Titans football and the flagship of Titans radio, 104.5 The Zone.
Hey, it's Ramon, and when it comes to selling your home, there can be a lot of uncertainty during the process. Trust, I know that. But I know the people who can provide certainty, which also helps provide a peace of mind, which we all want. And here they are, okay? It's Open Door. Hundreds of thousands of people have already experienced the certainty of using Open Door, and you can too. Listen to me. Go to opendoor.com, exactly how it sounds, okay? Answer a few quick questions about your home. Then complete a contact-free video walkthrough and get your offer in just a few steps. If you like that offer, you can sell your house directly to Open Door. No do-it-yourself repairs, no prep work, no showings, no headache, honestly, if I'm being real with you. You can get that offer, you can close when you are ready, and you can do it all online. That is certainty, okay? Get your free offer at opendoor.com/myoffer. Again, that's opendoor.com/myoffer. Offer eligibility varies, and Open Door is represented by Open Door Brokerage, Inc., license 02061130 in California, Open Door Brokerage, LLC, and his other markets.
Lately, we've been getting a lot of calls and questions about acoustic wave therapy for the treatment of erectile dysfunction. This is a relatively new treatment for ED, but one we've been using for years. This is Kim for the Tennessee Men's Clinic, and if you're looking at acoustic wave therapy or any option to help your ED, it's worth a visit to check us out. Our wave therapy protocols use acoustic wave technology, but often also combine it with other treatments that can give most of our patients far higher satisfaction rates. There is no surgery nor any type of invasive procedures required, and while most clinics you hear about only offer sound wave treatments, with our urologist and provider's guidance, you can likely have sex the day after your appointment and experience fewer letdowns. With another one of our ED treatments, you can last up to an hour and a half, and our expertise in treating these issues means you'll get the results you want. So make your appointment today. We'll show you why our acoustic wave program is the better way to do wave therapy. Call us today at 615-208-9090 or go to TennesseeMen'sClinic.com. Visit our website to learn more, including side effects. Treatments extra. Results vary.
Attention Nashville and surrounding area. Beretta USA at Gallatin is hiring now. The air-conditioned facility has full-time openings for all shifts, and part-time positions are available too. Beretta USA offers tuition reimbursement, employee discounts on Beretta merchandise, and opportunity for career advancement. Log on to Beretta.com. That's Beretta.com, and be on your way to a challenging new career. Come be a part of the Beretta team in Gallatin.
Prescription products require an online consultation. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information.
My husband's ED was affecting our marriage. When he first started experiencing ED, it was difficult for both of us. We didn't know who to talk to about it or where to get help. HIMS was our answer. HIMS connected my husband with a licensed provider online. He was able to get medication to treat his ED at a fraction of the price people pay for the name brand. It was delivered to our door, and guess what? Our sex life is back. It works.
Right now, get your first online provider's visit totally free when you go to 4hims.com/love. Yep, free. No copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. Just the care you need.
Thanks to HIMS, we got our sex life and our marriage back.
To start your free online visit, go to this exclusive address, 4hims.com/love. That's 4hims.com/love for your free online visit. FORHIMS.com/LOVE.
In case you missed it, mortgage rates have plummeted back to their lowest points of the year. Hey, it's Dawn Davenport from 3HL. Don't miss the fresh new chance to lock in your forever loan with Loan Pronto. Call now. Take advantage of Loan Pronto's special zero-cost refi program. You can snag a super lower rate with no junk fees and no closing costs. And listen, they don't just roll closing costs into your loan. They actually cover them for you. Who else does this? If you thought you missed out on the best rates ever, you have another chance. Even if you refinanced last month or last year, you can do it again. Loan Pronto's all-digital process is fast, it's easy. Most loans get closed in 14 days, and most don't even require an appraisal. Call Loan Pronto now. Start the process before rates spike again. Do it now. You can even skip your next 2 house payments. 615-499-5780, loanpronto.com. 615-499-5780. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781. Subject to lender approval. Not all loans eligible for zero costs.
Thanks for calling 1-800-GOT-JUNK. This is Sarah. How can I help?
I've been thinking.
What have you been thinking about?
Decluttering.
And what did you decide?
I decided I should do it a lot more often.
Well, you definitely called the right number.
I decided I should declutter more often because it's an important part of a balanced and healthy life.
Oh? Tell me more.
We shower regularly to get rid of what we've accumulated.
Yes.
And we cut our hair to get rid of what we've accumulated.
Yes.
And there are other important things we do just to get rid of what we've accumulated.
Have you ever noticed that 1-800-GOT-JUNK has a question mark at the end of it?
Yes, I have noticed that.
We make junk disappear.
All I have to do is point.
All you have to do is point.
Can you come right now?
We're on our way.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
Need a job? We can help. Visit tnjobfair.com to see who's hiring. tnjobfair.com.
From the 104.5 The Zone Traffic Center.
440 westbound at 24, accident involving an overturned vehicle. That's got the 2 left lanes blocked. Laverne, 24 westbound before Old Hickory Boulevard. There's a crash in the left lane. Mount Juliet, 40 westbound. Watch for bridge work at Mount Juliet Road. That'll be closing the right lane over the next several weeks due to damage from yesterday's accident. This report brought to you by MAPCO and Gatorade. Swing over to your local MAPCO and get 20 cents off per gallon on your next fill-up by buying any 3 28-ounce Gatorade with your My Rewards card. Offer valid at participating locations only. See terms and conditions at MAPCOrewards.com. I'm Christy O'Brien with traffic on your home for Titans football. 104.5 The Zone.
JMart and Ramon, 104.5 The Zone, powered by All Four Seasons Garage Doors in Nashville. Bam on Twitter. We're talking about sports flubs after watching Beck's wild pitch last night that gave Vanderbilt the improbable win in the bottom of the 9th and kept their season alive. Eagles over Bears 16-15 in 2018, the NFC wild card. The reason why is because Cody Parkey executed the famed double doink. Missed the field goal. 43 yards. It was partially blocked, hit the left upright, bounced off the crossbar, fell the end zone, and Chris Collinsworth called it a double doink, and it stuck.
It stuck. The double doink.
Thanks, Chris.
Thanks, Christopher. CRIS is his name, ain't it?
That's right.
A lot of people commenting talking about Tony Romo.
Somebody said it's their best sports moment. It's like,
depending upon your perspective.
Look, man, one man's misery is another man's blessing.
I swear.
Especially in sports. Graham in the Borough up first in this segment. Graham, what's up?
What about Darius Raynaud, kickoff weekend a couple years ago? Steps out of the end zone on the kickoff, steps right back in the end zone, safety, 2 seconds, ran off the clock.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yes.
By the way, you forgot it was Titans legend Cody Parkey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't. I remember he was here, but no, I didn't miss that. I didn't miss that descriptor.
Titans legend.
Nope. Didn't miss that at all. One that I would say probably qualifies is Alabama choosing to kick it off to Auburn.
Ooh, I was thinking that.
And putting somebody and not preparing and then losing on the kick six.
Who was it? Who did the Bears play in the Super Bowl? Was it Indy when they kicked it to
Rex Grossman?
No, when they kicked it to what's his name? The kick returner in the Super Bowl. And
Devin Hester.
Devin Hester. They weren't supposed to kick it to him, I don't think. And he took a yard.
Well, but they lost that game.
Yeah, I know they lost it, but still, the kicker wasn't supposed to.
No, I would doubt you were ever supposed to kick the ball to Devin Hester at that point in time. Two guys you were never supposed to kick it to were Devin Hester and Dante Hall in Kansas City.
I will give another. I'll give two. Cordero Patterson.
Yeah.
And Percy Harvin in the Super Bowl too. Don't kick it to them.
Yeah. Drew's on the road this morning. Drew, what's up?
What's up, Drew?
Hey, Drew.
I hear the noise.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, man.
What's going on, Drew? Good morning.
Hey, so the one that comes to mind is Reggie Bush's lateral in the national championship.
Against Texas?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll have to look that one up.
Yeah.
I don't remember that play
I
as
think
much.
I remember that play. I remember the game for sure. I don't remember that being a case.
J.R. Smith being mentioned again. Ouch. Wayne Knowles choosing a little bit of violence here. Says Arian Foster's fumble against Alabama at the 5-yard line.
Ooh. Hey.
Mark Sanchez butt fumble.
Mark Sanchez butt fumble, definitely. How does that not go away? It's just a butt fumble is how I kind of look at it, but definitely.
Yeah, it certainly qualifies as a flub. Jimmy in Fayetteville's next. Jimmy, what's going on this morning?
Pete Carroll, the worst call in Super Bowl history.
I wondered how long it would take before we got to throw in the ball instead of giving it to Marshawn.
Give it. God.
That's one take that I always disagree with Jeff Schwartz on. Jeff thought that was the right play call.
Jeff thought that was the right call?
Yeah.
Why?
I think it was Jeff. He's made the argument before. I'm not going to rehash it because I can't remember because I don't listen to him.
You really think I'll be listening to you? I ain't listening to you.
Justin in Pleasant View. Justin, what's
up? What's up, Justin?
Hey, guys. How about Plexico Burrs spiking a live ball after making a diving catch?
How about him spiking a bullet into his own leg?
Oh. You get put in rap songs, that'll do it. Yeah,
You stupid idiot.
I feel like
I do remember
had
that Burris play, though.
I had one personally. I must admit this one, too. But it was the group of us. Baltimore, we played it had to be in the second round of the playoffs. There was a live ball on the ground, but everybody thought it was dead. Everybody thought it was dead. And Baltimore picked it up either for a touchdown or for positive yards. Let me see. It's out there all day. You want to talk about, they dogged us for that because we were right there. It was our shot to really shine right there, and we kind of dropped the ball.
I would say one great sports flub was the Frank Wright game with the Oilers and the Bills to come back from 32-3. Losing that game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think anybody will ever forget it. It's the only thing anybody really remembers of Frank Wright's playing career.
Yep.
Was in that game replacing Jim Kelly.
Jim Kelly.
Tony Romo fielding the punt or holding the field goal. That whole situation, that wasn't a good one. Definitely not the best.
I literally walked past this ball, Jay, and did not get it. I'll have to post this. It's Corey Redding fumble recovery for a TD Ravens versus Steelers playoff game. That I missed my moment. I missed.
Bam just mentioned one that we were already talking about.
Which one?
He said Minnesota and New Orleans. He's talking about Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, Minnesota.
Which we talked about with Williams.
And
it was awful.
It was bad.
It was one of the first ones I came up with. Bennett Mitchell says Ben Simmons at the foul line.
Ben Simmons passing up on a
On
layup.
the dunk. No, on the dunk.
On the dunk. Golly.
Dishing off a dunk.
Dishing off a dunk. Can you imagine that?
Antonio Classics next.
What's up,
Antonio,
Tom?
what's up?
What's going on, cousins?
Hey, hey.
Hey, I don't think I've heard it, but I'm surprised no one's mentioned the Vikings the year with Gary Anderson. I think it was NFC Championship against the Falcons, maybe 98-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
One of the best Viking teams ever. So
Yeah, well, they actually had it twice. They also had an opportunity. I think it was Blair White missed a field goal when Favre was the quarterback against New Orleans. They ended up losing that game in overtime.
Yeah.
Twice they had a chance to make the Super Bowl. Minnesota missed them both because of field goals. Mr. Capel says Rashard Mendenhall fumble in the Super Bowl. Pretty sure that's violence.
You know, he hurt a couple people on that one.
He did, John.
Hurt us both, Moan.
He did. My one shot. My one and only shot. And we were reeling. And we called Rashard Rack. Rack had been playing well the entire year for the most part. Had a couple fumbles here and there, but he had finally hit a hot streak. One thing he did whenever he run, if he sidestepped and went out wide, he raised that ball up. Only person that could ever do that efficiently was Shady McCoy. Like, we used to watch highlight reels on him. Like, the ball is like a loaf of bread to Shady McCoy. Never fumbles, though. Rashard Mendenhall, he raised his arm, and Clay smacked it right out.
Matthews?
Yes. Yes, he did. Just Johnny on the spot. Early on in his career, savage.
At least you guys won that Super Bowl.
Did not win that Super Bowl. Capels, I thought we was cool, dog. I thought we was really, we just met. We know each other. We know common friends. This is what you do? Cool. You just made the list, dog.
John in the Burrows next. John.
What's up, John?
Go right ahead.
What's up, guys?
Hey.
For this one, we're going to have to go back about 100 years. The one that started it all, Roy Wrong Way Riggles, playing for University of Cal.
Roy Wrong
Are you gonna get you gotta have to tell the story. I'm unfamiliar.
So Wrong Way Riggles, he's playing in the 1929 Rose Bowl against, hang on, I'm driving and I'm looking it up, and I know
got
that's
you
fast.
right now.
Be careful there.
Playing against Georgia Tech, and he picks up the ball, he loses his bearings, he gets knocked around, and he runs the wrong way down the field with the ball to score a touchdown. And his teammates are yelling at him to stop, and he doesn't stop, and he thinks they're cheering him on, and he keeps going and runs the ball all the way into the end zone for the wrong way.
Yep, I just saw this in black and white, too. He's actually moving
Well,
fast.
it's 100
as
years
heck.
ago, Mon.
He's
I'm
moving.
sure it was in black and white.
He's moving fast as heck, too, man.
That was in color. That'd be a hell of a story right there.
Jim Marshall, the former Vikings player, is the one that Wrong Way Marshall is the one that's most well known for doing that.
Yeah,
Jean Vandevelde was a Catfish Jake mentioned this, and Vandevelde, that's still probably the hardest thing I've ever tried to watch in golf.
British Open.
Yeah, on the AT&T. I think it was John Daly ends up winning that.
Was it the U.S. Open where Mickelson
That was
just,
winged foot. Yeah, on the 18th when he hit it off the concession tip.
Good Lord.
That was bad. Also, Greg Norman blowing a 7-shot lead in the Masters in the final round and losing to Nick Faldo on the back nine.
That was a choke.
You said that was a joke.
That was a choke.
I don't use that term very often in
that
sports
was it.
because I think it's unfair, but that one.
That was a chiggity.
Chiggity
choke.
Like the way you really work things. No chiggity choke.
No chiggity choke.
Chris in Nashville's next. Chris, what's up?
What's up, Chris?
Hey, how's it going? We're talking about sports squads. I actually have a very good one that's going back. Terrell Owens spiking the ball at the Lone Star at Dallas Stadium when he played for the Niners.
Yeah.
And because I'm a nice guy, the extra one, Brady trying to catch a pass in the Super Bowl.
Oh man. And then Foles making it worse by catching it on the other side.
Yes, he did.
That shot of Brady trying to extend out. It's like my man is a robot.
Yeah.
His glutes didn't fire, as Tiger Woods would say.
His glutes didn't fire. Yeah, Brady trying to catch it. What about Carson Wentz trying to be the quarterback again there?
That's not even a flub. That's just a shame.
Capels is on fire this morning. He said 28-3.
Oh, gosh.
You know what that means.
So who's responsible for that? Kyle Shanahan?
Yeah, speaking of the chiggity choke.
Chiggity choke. Golly. That's and the point to be made is there's a lot of these moments. Beck from Stanford last night had a moment.
Well, I mean, we had a moment 2 nights ago where somebody allowed Devin Booker to screen him, and you left DeAndre Ayton open to beat you.
Yes. Everybody in that stadium was shook. Did you see the reaction from the distance where everybody arms is up?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's when you realized the pandemic was finally over.
Yeah.
You could just tell right there.
Yeah, that was pretty wild.
Here's a big flub, the XFL.
Yeah, stupid. Greg Norman in any major.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. Like, it was the Masters one is the first one that I always think of, but it happened multiple times. It happened at Shinnecock Hills in 96, I think it was, or 95 in the U.S. Open as well. Every time he was close, man.
Golly.
I'm now looking up a list, and actually SI gave J.R. Smith number 1.
They gave J.R.
over
number
Chris
1?
Webber.
Because it's then
I would have put Chris Webber because even though Webber was, if you go back and watch the video, the coaches were telling him to call timeout.
Yeah.
And then they just threw him under the bus after the fact, which is why there was so much trouble with him in Michigan, that plus the benefits and everything else. The J.R. Smith thing was in game 1. The Chris Webber thing was like 40 seconds left in the national championship game.
In the Natty.
Yeah.
God, dog. But the J.R. Smith one is just so like, it's so expressive with like everybody like, you idiot type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
It was definitely stupid.
Yeah.
Leon Lett's on this list.
Leon Letts, definitely. You got the list pulled up?
I've got this SI list, worst mental errors in history. It only goes through 2018. But most of them, it looks like we've mentioned. We did not mention Kalen Clay celebrating Utah, Oregon, and Oregon ended up picking up the ball and doing that. Then they go to Leon Lett. Jeremy Giambi forgetting to slide, trying to go into home plate, which I don't think I've ever seen, but that video is actually attached. There's Wrong Way Marshall. I don't really want to say this one out loud, but apparently there's something called Merkel's boner.
What are we talking about? The Super Bowl blackout.
Yeah, that's not a flub, but that was a conspiracy theory. Chris in Nashville's next. Chris, what's going on?
Hey, man, is anyone mentioned Clint Sterner?
Yeah, one person mentioned Clint Sterner, but that's definitely that benefited the local team.
I've been saying for over 20 years that Clint Sterner's on Phil Fulmer's Christmas card list. You don't have that fumble, you don't have a national championship.
Yeah. Yep. I'm saying
it's that simple.
Golly.
Dolphins kicker that almost ruined the Dolphins' perfect season, Capel says.
So with the Clint Sterner thing, the ball was down basically. It was a dead ball once he hit the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And they
believe that's
gave
right.
it. Yep. I'm seeing it.
And yeah, Chris Freeman says on Twitter, I hope this conversation started with every Leon Lett highlight. Yep, that was the first thing we all said.
That's Leon Lett.
Kick 6 against Bama's mentioned on Twitter. We talked about that. Darren Word, I'd forgotten about this one. Trubisky breakaway run. Was this last year or 2 years ago? Where it was a Monday Night Football game. He was wide open, going down the field, tripped himself.
Oh, yeah.
Iron Eagle called
by
it.
himself.
Iron Eagle was calling that game.
Yes, by himself. Yeah, that's pretty wild. Look at Arkansas. Yep, that did it.
Trubisky.
Travis Stevens get the ball.
Hey, here's a good one. JG fumbling at Alabama on the goal line.
See, that's followed him all the way to Washington State, man.
But it's right.
It's right, but yeah. Yep.
There's multiple people actually saying the JG play. I think I would agree. I mean, that's definitely on the list.
Give me the premise behind that again. Like, why was that a thing? If he just crossed the plane, it's over.
He didn't run the play that was called.
Yeah,
we know for sure that was the thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
He went rogue. Trying to make a play. And if you go and you look at the overhead view, which you can, you'll see that it was not being blocked for him. It was being blocked for a handoff.
Oh, my God.
And so he went into the teeth, lost the ball, and that was it for Tennessee. And they were playing Bama tough. I don't know that I will say they weren't going to win that game, but they definitely had a shot.
By the way, for those choosing violence today, the end of the Rams-Titans Super Bowl, no, it's not a flub. No, guy made a play.
So what you think of that route?
That's not even a flub. That's a bad call.
That's a known thing. Well, that's an unknown thing about that route, though, too.
Yeah, there's different deals on that. But, yeah, I agree. It wasn't a flub.
Wasn't a flub.
To that person, it was. It was a great play being made.
Now, if you're the Bills special teams on the Music City musical play, yes, I said musical. You could call that a flub?
Yeah. The Bills special teams. 100%.
I actually thought of that one. I was just like, do you call that a flub that they let that happen?
You could make a case for that.
It was a brilliant play call.
It was.
We'll talk more about it with Mike Keith tomorrow because I think I remember him saying the Buffalo Bills play-by-play guy or their color commentator knew something like that was going to occur.
They knew because they had seen practice?
That some kind of trick play was going to occur in that moment.
Oh, another one would be maybe Kentucky not putting a man on the out-of-bounds throw against Duke that led to Leitner's shot at the end of the regional final in 92. Not guarding the inbounds play. Allowing, I think it was Thomas Hill or Brian Davis one that threw that thing. Or maybe Grant Hill, actually. Yeah, they didn't guard Grant Hill on the baseline. And just gave him a free throw, basically, to Christian Leitner, who then made that shot. 615-737-1045. 737-1045. Yikes, Dustin Benson. Mariota's Week 6 game against Denver. Ooh.
That's violent.
That game is forever known as the Tannehill game.
Yep.
In Nashville parlance. 737-1045. What's the biggest sports flub that you can remember? This all coming off the unfortunate moment for Stanford last night that benefited Vanderbilt on the wild pitch by Beck that allowed Vanderbilt to escape and continue. We're still a team from the state of Tennessee playing in the College World Series, but it didn't look like that literally about 2 minutes before that moment happened, and that wild pitch was no bueno.
Yeah.
We'll be right back. It's JMart and Ramon, 104.5 The Zone.
Have a late lunch with Blaine and Mickey.
No, but people eat beef tongue. That's a thing. Were Lucas nodding? Yes. I just can't imagine the cow going, like trying to move with no tongue.
That's a cow. That's a big tongue.
Oh, yeah, it's a big tongue.
Blaine and Mickey. This afternoon, 1 to 3 on 104.5 The Zone.
Hey, it's Schaefer with JMart and Ramon. Score a major payday with BetMGM. It's the best time to sign up for the king of sportsbooks because they're giving new customers a shot at an easy $100. Register using code Schaefer100 and win $100 in free bets when you place a $1 money line wager on the Clippers or Suns. And if either team hits a 3, you win regardless of your bet's outcome. Whether you're raising the stakes on basketball and hockey playoffs or wagering on your favorite baseball team, BetMGM is always ready for action. Enjoy innovative parlay selection builders, daily promotions, boosted odds specials, and more. Download the app or go to BetMGM.com and use code Schaefer100 to win $100 when you bet $1 on the Clippers or Suns and either team hits a 3. New customer offer. Paid in free bets. Must be 21 years or older. Must be in Tennessee to bet. Visit BetMGM.com for full list of terms and conditions. For problem gambling support, call the Tennessee Red Line, 800-889-9789.
Some things are just true. Like Geico makes it easy to save on boat insurance. And also, a long boat ride is way better than a long car ride.
Are we there yet?
No, not yet.
Awesome! More boating, more boating.
Switch to Geico, and you could save hundreds on boat insurance. It's just true.
Lately, we've been getting a lot of calls and questions about acoustic wave therapy for the treatment of erectile dysfunction. This is a relatively new treatment for ED, but one we've been using for years. This is Kim for the Tennessee Men's Clinic, and if you're looking at acoustic wave therapy or any option to help your ED, it's worth a visit to check us out. Our wave therapy protocols use acoustic wave technology, but often also combine it with other treatments that can give most of our patients far higher satisfaction rates. There is no surgery nor any type of invasive procedures required, and while most clinics you hear about only offer sound wave treatments, with our urologist and provider's guidance, you can likely have sex the day after your appointment and experience fewer letdowns. With another one of our ED treatments, you can last up to an hour and a half, and our expertise in treating these issues means you'll get the results you want. So make your appointment today. We'll show you why our acoustic wave program is the better way to do wave therapy. Call us today at 615-208-9090 or go to TennesseeMen'sClinic.com. Visit our website to learn more, including side effects, treatments extra. Results vary.
Well, housing prices here are through the roof, and that means you're probably sitting on a ton of home equity. Maybe it's time to turn that equity into cash you can use now. Hey, it's Dawn Davenport here talking about Loan Pronto. Loan Pronto can refinance your loan at a super low rate, pay the closing costs for you, and get you a bunch of cash out. I mean, like tens of thousands of dollars. Don't just sit on that home's new value. Use it. Use it to pay off your credit cards. Use it to consolidate other debt. Use it to make your home even more valuable with a new kitchen, maybe a new bathroom. Loan Pronto's all-digital platform makes it fast and easy. You can get a big check in 2 weeks, and if you act now, you can even skip your next 2 house payments. Call Loan Pronto now, 615-499-5780, or go to loanpronto.com. Ask about the Loan Pronto zero-cost cash-out refi, 615-499-5780. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval, zero cost option not available on all loans.
One of the most important decisions you'll ever make is who to trust when it's time to sell your home. Hey, it's Mickey Ryan, and whether you need to upsize or downsize, or you just want to take advantage of this crazy red hot market, Mark Spain Real Estate is the most trusted real estate team in the U.S. They've earned over 5,000 five-star reviews, and their guaranteed offer makes selling your home easy and stress-free with no showings, no open houses, and zero stress. Don't worry about the hassle of constant cleaning and making costly repairs. Mark Spain Real Estate has been in the business for over 25 years. They've served over 25,000 families, and they know what matters most: a quick sale and maximum profit. Sell your home hassle-free with the strongest cash offer in the industry. One of their clients, Joshua, said, "We got a guaranteed offer on our home, and it was easy. We skipped the showings and repairs. We had an all-cash offer for more than we expected and sold our home in less than a month. There are no showings, no open houses, no stress. It's that simple." Find out what Mark Spain's guaranteed offer would be on your home. There's no obligation. Just go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing, or call 855-299-SOLD.
Ma, what you doing?
I'm watching my stories.
Well, who's running the shop?
Oh, I just closed it for a little while.
Ma, you can't just close it.
Oh, keep your pants on. I'll open after I find out who's the father of Danica's baby. You want tuna salad?
You're fired, Ma.
Oh, whatever. You'll be sorry when I'm dead.
Need good employees? You need us. TN Job Fair helps to match candidates with your job opportunities. Let us help you engage with quality new hires and grow your business. Visit tnjobfair.com.
If you're suffering with back pain, the Disc Center of Franklin is there to give you the relief you need. Hey, it's Mickey Ryan. The next 25 callers can get exam, x-rays, and a complete review of your findings for just $39. Call the Disc Center of Franklin now. 615-551-9224.
Geico for your boat. See how much you could save at geico.com today.
In trouble with the IRS? You need an experienced tax attorney fighting for you. You need Lance Drury. Schedule your free consultation today. Visit LanceDruryLaw.com. Lance, D-R-U-R-Y Law.com. Lance, D-R-U-R-Y Law.com.
From the 104.5 The Zone Traffic Center.
440 westbound, seeing delays around 24. Earlier accident is now clear. East, Lebanon Pike at Jackson Downs Boulevard. We've got a crash being cleared. Mount Juliet 40 westbound and Mount Juliet Road. Bridge work has the right lane closed. That'll be going on for the next several weeks following yesterday's vehicle fire. No problems coming in on 65 or 24. 840 running accident free. I'm Christy O'Brien with traffic on your home for Titans football. 104.5 The Zone.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that joke. It's a good thing that kid's last name was Beck.
Why?
Because he was a loser, baby.
Loser.
It's a wild pitch. That's what you do if you have no morals and you're doing a headline for a newspaper.
You should just roll with that one right there.
Do it and then you apologize for it. That one's more. That's just us hanging out in a room you say it and everybody just like, you're like, I'm just kidding, man. I felt really bad for that kid. By the way, demerit me, it wasn't Trubisky, it was Daniel Jones. Actually, I was repeating somebody else, so.
Sure.
That is
Clean
demerit.
it up.
Not a demerit on me. That's a demerit on some dumbass listener.
I love it.
tried
I love
to
it.
clean
I'm
it
sorry,
up.
not sorry, and then calls a listener a dumbass. The amount of passive-aggressive violence that occurred in that segment.
That's Le'Veon Bell.
Man.
I'm sorry, but I'm really not. I'm glad. I meant every word that I've said, but I'm sorry.
I'm sorry that I'm not sorry.
It was Daniel
Sorry
Jones.
that I'm not sorry. It was your fault. Reggie Miller versus the Knicks, the choke.
I thought about that, but that's not really a flub. That was just a great one-off.
But when you have it, quotation marks, won, and you allow him, 9 points?
Never have it won until it's over.
Never.
I think it was 8 points, yeah. 8 points in 10 seconds or whatever it was.
Goodness gracious.
And it led to...
Did this dude just did this?
It did.
It literally did.
It led to that. You're 100% right. What up, Matt Mo?
So I'm going to read this. Can't call it the moment, but this sports flub is one none of y'all would have heard of. I said if you had a personal touch, we're here for the story. 1998, suburban Minnesota. My high school was one win away from going to the state championship. We were a ragtag band of misfits. We need, like James Earl Jones reading this, who managed to put together a winning team. Anyways, we're up by 1. About 12 seconds left. The opposing team shoots and misses. A guy on my team, Michael, yikes, let's call the guy out, gets the rebound. That should be it. We win, right? Wrong. In a moment of stupidity, Michael puts the ball back up, shooting at the wrong basket. He actually missed, got his own rebound, shot it up again, and sunk it as time expired. We lost and didn't go to state. While this was happening, myself and the rest of the team were screaming at him. I even made a failed attempt to block his second putback. Just imagine that bus ride home. It was rough.
Ouch. That's cold as ice. And high school kids are terrible, too. You know they talked about them. Probably smacked them in the back of the head and everything. You know that he didn't live that down for the rest of the year. He had to go over what?
The year. He
spring
probably still seeing somebody now. They're like, what's going on?
Oh, that poor kid probably flunked out of school, and
it could derail you, man, I'm sure.
I'm just making that up.
Quick Flicks got Spurs letting T-Mac drop 13 points in the last minute. Dang.
I would have said Spurs letting Ray Allen hit that shot from the corner that then led to the Heat winning that championship.
Yeah.
Cole in Nashville's next. Cole, what's up?
Cole?
What's going on?
Hey.
Good morning.
So I got the North Texas and Arkansas game where Arkansas thought that North Texas called the fair catch. They got returned for a touchdown. And then also Florida's defensive back throwing the shoe that let LSU ultimately win the game.
Who throws the shoe, honestly?
Yeah.
We were at Ramon's house. That was the game.
That's right.
Yep. That's when
Throwing the shoe.
That's when my tweet with Note Dame.
Yeah, speaking of flubs.
Yep.
First time JMart and Ramon gets mentioned on a sports broadcast, and it's Note Dame. They didn't even fix it for you.
Here's what's funny. No one mentioned
Nobody
it.
knows.
I know.
The first person to notice it was me going, oh.
Because you knew I was eventually going to see that.
Yeah, so I figured I'd tell on myself.
What about Coach T trying to trip Jacoby Jones?
Yeah. Well, he got fined over $100,000, I think, for that. That was ice cold, Coach T. Whatever it takes to win. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Shout out to the Patriots.
What about Magic Johnson's Twitter account?
What about Spygate? What about Spygate? That pissed off a lot of people for years.
It did, and it still does.
And it still does. Do we honestly think they were doing more than others, the Patriots, during that time?
I think they were habitual line steppers.
They were habitual line steppers is how we would look at them.
Mm-hmm.
That you just don't hear about it all the time, though. And they were always brought up. When it comes down to, like, putting chains on locker rooms, scanning it for microphones, and, like, having equipment staff stay till, like, late in the night in your locker room so that you don't have to worry about finding intel on you.
Doc Skurlock any third down play against the Titans defense in 2020.
Choosing violence.
At least half of them.
That's too violent right there, man.
Literally at least half of them.
Yes,
That's too
that's
violent.
not an exaggeration.
That's too violent.
The worst third down defense.
Ole Miss celebration penalty. Acting like a dog in the end zone.
Oh.
Then the kicker missed the PAT.
Yeah.
From the penalty, right? Yep. Oh, man.
Kid was drafted by the Jets, right? I'm just forgetting his name off.
Oh, Lord. Tennessee, I remember this game. Pig Howard fumbling into the end zone against Georgia in the overtime.
Yep.
That was when Tennessee just couldn't have good things at all. Like snatching defeat from the jaws of victory kind of moment right there. On CBS, I remember that one.
I remember that one, too. I think we were on the road, and I was just thinking, like, oh, my God, no.
Georgia letting the Dobnell boot happen. If you want to just feel better as a Tennessee fan real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Jawan Jennings.
Yes.
That one makes you feel a little bit better.
Yeah, way to put a Band-Aid on it, Jay. Way to put a Band-Aid on it.
Trying to help out.
How
Terrence Cody's block.
Terrence.
How about Greg Williams cover 0?
Oh,
Cover 0.
Cover 0. Who was that against? That was the one that blew the undefeated or the winless season.
No, it
That's
took
the
him
one
out
that
of
cost
the
him
number
Trevor
1.
Lawrence.
Yeah. Took him out of number 1 pick.
Cover 0.
Cover 0.
Bring your playbook.
What was the gate that what's the name them had?
Swinging gate?
No. The
Deflate
Saints.
gate.
Saints.
Spy gate.
No, Saints.
Watergate.
The Bounty.
Bounty Gate.
Oh, Bounty Gate.
Bounty Gate was bad. And
Greg Williams was involved in that one, too?
Yes,
Are
he
you noticing a
was.
theme?
Greg with 2 G's, man. 615. Yeah, we did, Caples. We did mention the Bears kicker. LSU, Kentucky, the premature Gatorade bath. 615-737-1045. We'll come back. We'll continue to talk about what happened last night as it relates to just giant sports blunders that have happened. Plus, Trae Young is basically a serial killer on a basketball floor.
Yes, he is.
It's ridiculous what he is doing, and he's doing it again, and he did it again last night with an all-time great stat line. We'll talk about that, tons more. JMart and Ramon, 104.5 The Zone.
The best Titans coverage can be found on your smartphone.
Comeback foiled. Titans 4-2.
Download the 104.5 The Zone app. Your home for Titans football and the flagship of Titans radio. 104.5 The Zone.
This is Boomer Esiason with the CBS Sports Minute, sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone, AutoZone. It seems like almost every time the Angels' Shohei Ohtani takes the mound or steps into the batter's box, he makes history. And yesterday's matinee in San Francisco was no different, folks. For the first time in Major League history, a National League team used a designated hitter, but its American League opponent did not. That's because Ohtani started on the mound and batted second, meaning the Halos had no need for DH. Not when the 26-year-old Japanese 2A superstar is the best hitter in their lineup, with Mike Trout injured. Ohtani, who already has 23 home runs, went 0 for 3 against Giants ace Kevin Gausman, but matched him with 6 innings of 1-run ball. Ohtani struck out 9 while lowering his ERA to 2.58. Can't wait to see Showtime in next month's Home Run Derby in Denver. That's ridiculous. Think about that. I'm Boomer Esiason.
CBS Sports Radio. Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Of course we can help you find the right oil for your next change. We've got what your car's engine needs. Right now, you can get 5 quarts of Mobil 1 full synthetic motor oil and an STP extended life oil filter for just $33.99. And you can get it all fast your way. Just order online with our free same-day store pickup or next-day delivery. Getting your job done just got easier. Restrictions apply.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
This July 4th at Lowe's, get $10 off 1-gallon cans or $40 off 5-gallon pails on select interior and exterior paints, stains, and coatings via Lowe's gift card rebate. And with everyday appliance savings, save up to $750 now on select major appliances. Lowe's, home to any budget, home to any possibility. Actual size 110 to 640 fluid ounces. Rebate not valid with other discounts. See Lowes.com/rebates for more details. Savings instant in select stores. Exclusions apply. U.S. only. Paint pricing valid through 6/30. In-store must ask cashier to apply coupon. Savings vary based on purchase amount. Can't be combined with additional discounts. Valid through 7/14.
Now, the most most electrifying, explosive, and mesmerizing musical force in North America returns to Nashville. Garth Brooks. Thunder Road. Saturday, July 31st, 7 p.m. Nissan Stadium. Rain or shine. On sale Friday, June 25th, 10 a.m. $94.95, all inclusive. Buy only at Ticketmaster.com/Garth Brooks. Garth Brooks. Nissan Stadium. On sale Friday, June 25th, 10 a.m. sharp. Presented by Amazon Music.
SRM Concrete, a family-owned ready-mix supplier, is growing and hiring mixer operators and CDL drivers. SRM offers great insurance, matching 401k, and more. Must be 18 years or older with a clean background and MVR and either a Class A or B CDL. Visit SmyrnaReadyMix.com to apply today.
Need a job? Unhappy in your current job? Visit TNJobFair.com to connect with employers from all over Tennessee. Take the next steps towards a better career. Get back to work, Tennessee. Go now to TNJobFair.com.
Right now at Genesis Diamonds, get 5 years, zero-interest financing on any purchase with no money down on everything. Even GIA-certified engagement rings. Buy now, get the Genesis super low price, and spread your payments over 5 years with zero interest for a limited time. Only at Genesis Diamonds. On approved credit.
Some things are just true. Like Geico makes it easy to save on boat insurance. And also, buying a boat is way more fun than buying a goat.
Hey, Sam. Nice boat.
Oh, thanks. Hey, I heard you were getting one.
No, I actually said I was going to buy a goat. And, well.
Switch to Geico, and you could save hundreds on boat insurance. It's just true.
What's holding you back from solving your tax problems? If it's cost, know that the longer you wait, the more expensive it'll be. Hi, this is Lance Drury with the Lance Drury Law Firm in Nashville. Tax resolution doesn't have to be expensive, and waiting year after year to resolve your tax problems can be extremely costly. Interest and penalties on your tax bill won't stop until you take control. So take the first step now and hire a tax resolution attorney to help you. Call me, Lance Drury. I'll tell you in advance an affordable fee which includes costs and expenses that works for your business and family. Your first visit to the Lance Drury Law Firm is free and confidential, so you have nothing to lose. But the longer you wait, the more interest and penalties you'll pay. Call me today. Remember, if you have IRS issues, you have legal issues. You need an attorney. You need us, the Lance Drury Law Firm. Call me, Lance Drury, at 615-733-8168 or go to LanceDruryLaw.com.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements.
Guys, Nashville Sounds Baseball is back, and Third and Home just became the best sports bar in town. Open for lunch and dinner Wednesday through Sunday, but I got to recommend Third and Home when the Sounds are playing baseball. The food and patio experience while you watch a game is where it's at. For more information, visit thirdandhome.com.
Hi, this is Mark Spain, and with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can sell your home hassle-free and close in as little as 21 days. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
855-299 sold.
Certain restrictions apply.
Two of the biggest names in comedy are coming.
Motherfucker threw a banana peel at me. It was premeditated. You can tell.
Dave Chappelle and Joe Rogan together.
We are weird, because what we are really is we're some weird superorganism.
Friday, September 3rd, Bridgestone Arena. Dave Chappelle and Joe Rogan.
You didn't eat that banana recently, motherfucker. You had that shit waiting on me.
Tickets on sale this Friday at 10 a.m. at LiveNation.com.
Geico for your boat. See how much you could save at Geico.com today.
Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
From the 104.5 The Zone Traffic Center.
Lebanon, 40 westbound at Hartman Drive, disabled vehicle. Watch for stop and go traffic from Highway 231. Mount Juliet, 40 westbound at Mount Juliet Road, right lane is closed for bridge work following yesterday's vehicle fire. East Lebanon Pike, there's a crash clearing at Jackson Downs Boulevard. This report brought to you by visitmississippi.org/goodtimes. Whether it's real sportsbook betting or letting the good times roll, when you take the drive to Mississippi's casinos, know they've gone the extra mile to make your visit safe and enjoyable. Start planning your trip today at visitmississippi.org/goodtimes. Mississippi, good times are close by. I'm Christy O'Brien with traffic on your home for Titans football, 104.5 The Zone.
From the Mark Spain Real Estate Studios, your home for Titans and Falls football, 104.5 The Zone. WGFX Gallatin, Nashville, a Cumulus station. Trending now at 104.5 The Zone.
It is 7:02. Good morning. I'm Jonathan Schaefer. Vanderbilt scored 2 runs in the bottom of the 9th, all with 2 outs, including the game winner on a wild pitch to defeat Stanford 6-5 and remain alive in the College World Series. Here's Westwood 1.
The 1-0 to Young. And it goes over the head of the catcher. It's a wild pitch, and Vanderbilt wins it. The champs are not done. A 2-run, 2-out rally in the bottom of the ninth, and a game-winning wild pitch gives Vanderbilt the 6-5 walk-off win.
Kevin Kugler with the call. Vanderbilt will face NC State on Friday at 1 o'clock. And if they win, we'll play the Wolfpack again on Saturday at 1 in order to advance to the championship series. Speaking of thrilling wins, Nashville SC earned a hard-fought come-from-behind 3-2 win over Toronto FC. Luke Hackinson scored 2 goals, including the game winner in the 92nd minute. Boys in Gold play again Saturday, hosting CF Montreal. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and the Vols. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Do I have everybody's attention now?
Now it's time for Jason Martin and Vol for Life Ramon Foster.
Powered by All Four Seasons Garage Doors.
Together, they are JMart and Ramon on 104.5 The Zone.
What's happening? Hour number 2, JMart and Ramon. We're talking biggest flubs. We've been doing that for most of the first hour. Built off of Beck throwing the wild pitch last night that let Vandy get past Stanford and advance and stay alive in the College World Series. Congrats to Corbin. Coach Corbin, his 800th win. Couldn't have come really more improbably than it did. Vandy has been, and Schaefer, you mentioned this during the break, Vandy has actually been a whole lot less sound defensively. I think they had 3 errors in the game in one of the 2 World Series games they had already played. And then last night, early on, you got a 17-year-old on the bump. And the defense is not helping him out at all. The play, the second baseman to the shortstop, I don't know that I've ever seen that play done worse. And these are really talented guys that almost never do this.
Yeah, I don't remember if they had any errors in their game against NC State, but first game against Arizona, they had 3, and they had 3 yesterday. For Vanderbilt to have 2 games in the College World Series where they had 3 errors each, and by the way, 1 each game. That's a remarkable number.
Yes. But Vanderbilt's still alive. And that's bad news for everybody else because
now
they definitely have not played their best baseball yet.
Now you'll be able to bring Kumar and bring Leiter back into the rotation.
That's right. And we get to see Al Leiter again. Last night in the 9th inning, they put Al Leiter on the screen. It was just like, good to get that one in one more time.
Al doesn't need to be on the screen.
Man wasn't even pitching. His son wasn't even pitching. It was just, this is the end of Jack Leiter's career. So here's Al Leiter's, whose career ended a long time ago.
I feel bad for Al. It's like, Al's just sitting there, man.
It's like they're writing this obituary.
Biggest sports flub. I'll give Mr. Capel's top ob this hour. Top observation coming from YouTube TV. Jason leaving his wallet at the gas station. Cue Carl Lewis. Speaking of which, Carl Lewis's anthem.
Oh, yes. That was a flub.
Who was it? Fergie's anthem.
Yeah.
That
was a little different.
It's like, why are you?
There's been some rough ones.
Why are you doing this?
But it's Carl Lewis.
They said Stackhouse's was pretty good, though, by the way.
It was. I listened to it. He did a good job.
It was good.
He did more of a Jimmy Fallon slow jam kind of version of it, but it was good.
What's up, Casey? Yeah.
You do what you got to do, right?
Yes, and always. Doc Spurlock 83. Come on. On YouTube TV. Zach Mettenberger, biggest flub
I saw that.
History. 0-10 as a starting QB. It was my former teammate.
Biggest sports flub, J-Rob selecting Isaiah Wilson with the 28th pick, first round of the 2020 NFL Draft.
You cold as ice, Jason.
You ain't wrong, though.
You cold
biggest
as
sports
ice.
flub, John Robinson, saying, yeah, Vic Beasley's a good fit.
You cold as ice, man.
Here's the thing, though. Julio has a great year this year. You forget Vic Beasley and Isaiah Wilson a lot more.
Here's one for you, Moan. See if you agree with this one. Hugh Jackson saying, no, Baker Mayfield will not start for the Cleveland Browns on Hard Knocks.
You mean new Tennessee State University assistant Hugh Jackson?
Yeah. It's just like Jacksonville not trying to name a starter at quarterback right now.
No.
Just certain things, those are sports flubs. Like, stop. Like, no.
Sports flubs? Arthur Smith saying that the Julio Jones trade is a win-win. Hey, love you, Art, But no one's buying what you're selling on that one, dog.
I don't think so. John in the Borough's up next on the line with us. John, what's going on?
What's going on, guys?
Hey.
I love the show.
Thank you.
Appreciate everything y'all do. My dad's a big ball for life. He spent most of my childhood going to out-of-town games, and he probably has been to more games than anybody I know other than the Whistler from Vanderbilt.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wanted to say maybe the biggest sports flub was the Knoxville radio guy calling in yesterday and saying that he wanted to make sure that the Whistler had a bad day every day. That was his goal. So I'll just give you this, and I'll hang up and listen.
So you know who the Knoxville guy who called in was? Will Bowling.
Will's still asleep, so it doesn't matter.
Keep dunking on Will for the next hour.
The Knoxville guy.
Nashville resident, the Knoxville guy.
Yeah.
The Knoxville guy.
Nashville native, I should say.
Yeah.
I mean, his VFL was showing pretty strong yesterday. We got to be real
did.
about that.
I ain't gonna lie. As a VFL, I was kind of proud of Will because I ever just heard Will talk crap the way he did on the show. Man, he really just leaned in yesterday. I was like, oh, okay.
Here's one for you.
All right.
Big sports flub. Melvin Gordon thinking that was going to work out for him. Trying to
Oh.
hold out for money.
Thinking he could pull a Le'Veon.
Yeah, nah. I heard about that situation more internally. That situation right there kind of split their team too, by the way.
The Chargers, you mean?
Yeah, it really split their team up pretty bad because some guys wanted to root for him, and the other people were like, dog, you're not hot like that. Like, come in so we can win. And it still didn't work out for him. Like,
No.
golly.
Definitely did not work out for him.
No, did not.
Can't win with him. Can't
Lost.
coach him.
Can't coach him. Don't need him, clearly. Somebody else had another good one, too.
Matt Moon says any Kardashian marriage is a sports flub.
Ooh. I'm worried about Devin Booker, but the girl he's dating is not a Kardashian. She's a Jenner. Thoughts and prayers to our guy, man.
You're really reaching on that one.
I'm really reaching. No, I'm being serious about this one.
You're trying
You know
real
what?
hard on that
You know
one.
What?
You know what?
That is a demerit.
Why?
You're reaching really hard on that.
Why? Because Booker's dating one of them.
Well, his career's going to go down the toilet at some point for this.
We don't need that, man.
Oh, we don't need it, which means he's got to get a new relationship.
You gotta. She's more behind the scenes, is all I'll say, as far as I know. But I don't watch him like that.
What is cousin Andrew doing?
What is he saying now?
He says the goat of all flubs, and I'm pretty sure this is flubber as a gift.
Is he wrong?
Kiss my ass.
What are you doing, man?
Is he wrong, though?
You represented our country in the military.
That's going to spark a phone call.
What'd she say?
2K Beasley says Nate Robinson's boxing career.
For sure.
How about Tanya Harding's boxing career?
Chad Ochocinco.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Chad Ochocinco.
He tried to get up real quick to dap him. Like, no.
No, you stay right where you are.
He went night for a quick second.
Which actually, before that, he did all right.
Yeah.
He actually did better than I expected.
Yeah, didn't Jenner also hang out with Ben Simmons?
Did she? I don't follow him like that. I just know the current one is him.
Even if he didn't, he should say that because then he at least has an excuse.
That's right.
Yeah.
There's some people you just gotta watch yourself on that.
Break the wrist and walk
Cousin
away.
Andrew, hey man, spot the lie on that tweet. Shut up.
CM Punk's MMA career.
Yeah.
Was it bad?
Yes.
That was pretty bad.
Yep.
God,
Yep.
You go look up his face.
Shit, look up his face.
Yeah, look up his face.
Oh,
Actually,
he got beat down?
Just get a package of raw meat, and that's what his face looked like.
No, he got daggone annihilated by somebody that had barely ever fought before.
Dang.
Should have stayed in WWE, bro. That did not work out at all.
Not great, Bob. She was with Ben Simmons, too. Dang.
Brock
that's
Lesnar's
cold.
football career. we never really got to see it.
Yeah,
That was the thing. It was like he hadn't played football in years. It was a tryout thing. Was cut from that. I can't go there on that one. Can't do it. Can't win with him. Don't want him.
But if you're listening, this all stems from Beck's pitch last night. If you're just tuning in, man, feel bad for the kid. And I'm sure a lot of these people, as you said a little while ago, the Mets player, who was it, Jason, in the World Series, Game 6?
Bill Buckner.
You said he even had to go through therapy and then
there's a lot. There's many documentaries on how difficult that was.
Yeah.
I think he eventually was invited back to Fenway just a handful of years ago, and it was super emotional, and they finally forgave him because then they had won the World Series.
Yeah.
They had to win one before it was okay.
God.
Fans are real entitled.
Forget what fan base one may belong to. Fans are the worst.
Mr. Capel's
but
right.
I'm saying that about us.
Mr. Capel's right. Simmons, Kyle Kuzma, Blake Griffin. And he's talking about all Jenners. Well, I mean, the worst one we haven't talked about is Lamar.
Almost died.
I mean, he's come back from it. Like, he's now speaking out about rehab and all this other kind of stuff. But that thing went real rough.
How do you get so I don't know. It's a different world. It's got to be a different world. I don't get it, but hey, I don't know.
What's the biggest flub you ever made?
I told you the
not picking up the football?
Not picking up that ball.
Speaking of which, the onside kick last year with the Falcons and the Cowboys.
What was the situation again?
Same kind of deal where nobody picked up the ball.
Ramon's biggest flub?
The Music City Musical. Yeah.
Or
Calorie Sap.
Yep.
Or
QB Snake.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which one's your favorite?
The Music City music.
That's the OG.
Yeah, it's
definitely the OG in that one.
Calorie Sap actually works.
Are we putting up our Thursday poll?
I kind of don't want to because I want to keep the focus on the team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to give that guy any more air.
That guy?
Mm-hmm.
That's very particular right there, that guy.
Doesn't deserve any more attention.
He doesn't. Did you say so?
It's disappointing.
This is not a dictatorship. We can talk about this.
Did Batista do well in MMA?
I don't even remember his career.
I need to look it up and see people get their faces smashed.
Bobby Lashley did well. 615-737-1045. 737-1045. You can continue to drop us your biggest sports flubs. I'm looking at BFF 50 to see whether or not they're going to drop 20 to 10 during the show. They have not as of yet. Nothing's changed. Oh, yes, they have. 11 through 20 have been released.
Can't wait.
We will talk about that because, of course, we will. When we come back, JMart and Ramon, 104.5 The Zone.
The 3HL. Here's what you missed.
Oh, he's taking his shirt off. He's taking his shirt off.
Oh my gosh.
I really thought you were going to throw the boom boom shirt.
Oh my gosh, he had a white tank top on.
Let's go.
The 3HL with Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, and Ron Slay. This afternoon starting at 3, 104.5 The Zone.
Hey, we're now halfway through the year, almost to July, as a matter of fact. New Year's resolutions, some of them have come and gone, and some of them are just bigger undertakings. And for a lot of you, one of those things is maybe the biggest purchase you're ever going to make in your life, and that's buying a home. And so it's still sitting on that list. You've been wondering, maybe you've been praying about it, you've been trying to figure out if this is the time. It really is. You've got time to get this done before the end of the year, and I've got the right team for you. These guys are going to take you to the championship game. They're clutch. Whether you're buying the all-important first home, or maybe it's your 10th home, maybe it's just your forever home, whatever it is, Mortgage Investors Group is committed to helping you, helping Tennesseans just like you and your family fulfill your dreams of home ownership. Their mortgage experts are going to find and structure the mortgage that best fits all of your needs, achieves all of your goals. All Mortgage Investors Group wants is to be your home loan lender. You might be buying a new home, as we've been talking about. Maybe you just need to lower your current home loan payment and make sure that you're getting every bang for your buck. Let Mortgage Investors Group do the heavy lifting for you. Go to the website. Check out the advice right now, migonline.com. migonline.com. You can learn about the Home Court Advantage program and that 15-year fixed rate mortgage is $7,500. There's a lot of different things to learn, but the website's streamlined, really easy. MIGonline.com. Also, there is a Mortgage Investors Group office really close to you. Brentwood, Cool Springs, Hendersonville, they've got you covered. MIGonline.com, again, is that website. Or text MIG to 31399. That's MIG to 31399 to get pre-qualified. If you get pre-qualified, you will get moving, and Mortgage Investors Group promises that. Equal Housing Lender, license number 109111.
We all know selling your home can be stressful. Hi, this is Mark Spain, and with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, it doesn't have to be. You can sell your home hassle-free and close in as little as 21 days. You can forget the painting, constant cleaning, and all the hassle. And at Mark Spain Real Estate, we respond fast. There's no showings, no open houses, no stress. With Mark Spain Real Estate, you can work with the most trusted real estate team in the U.S. and close with confidence. Get a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate and sell your home hassle-free. Receive the strongest cash offer in the industry and close in as little as 21 days. The Wall Street Journal ranks Mark Spain Real Estate the #1 real estate team in America out of more than 2 million realtors 3 years in a row. Our client Jeff said, when we decided to sell our home, we chose the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. They made the process of selling our home simple and stress-free. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
855-299 sold.
Certain restrictions apply.
Let me tell you, the most expensive mistake a homebuyer can make is not shopping for the best mortgage. Hey, I'm Roger Moore, founder and CEO of Loan Pronto. It's a fact. Homebuyers who choose Loan Pronto save an average of $3,500. That is a ton of money for furniture or moving expenses. How do we do it? First, we don't charge our clients thousands in junk lender fees and closing costs, and our all-digital platform streamlines the process so you close faster and easier. Realtors love working with us, and we will work with your existing realtor, but don't make a decision about the loan until you call us. Listen, not all mortgages are created equal, and it pays to get a second opinion. Even if you've already started the process, we promise to beat your current offer, or we will pay you $1,000 for your time. So check us out at loanpronto.com or call us today at 615-499-5780. Lower rates, lower cost, and a stress-free experience. Again, loanpronto.com or call us at 615-499-5780.
Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval. Not all loans apply.
Attention Nashville and surrounding area. Beretta USA at Gallatin is hiring now. The air-conditioned facility has full-time openings for all shifts, and part-time positions are available too. Beretta USA offers tuition reimbursement, employee discounts on Beretta merchandise, and opportunity for career advancement. Log on to Beretta.com. That's Beretta.com, and be on your way to a challenging new career. Come be a part of the Beretta team in Gallatin.
BetMGM welcomes you to Showtime with a risk-free first bet up to $600. Simply sign up and use bonus code MGM600 and you're on your way to betting with the king of sportsbooks. Plus, with BetMGM's new one-game parlay feature, you can choose from hundreds of bet types and combinations within a single game to build a perfect parlay. All the action on all your favorite sports will be at your fingertips when you download the app or go to BetMGM.com and use bonus code MGM600 to make your first bet risk-free up to $600. Bet with confidence and turn game day into payday at BetMGM. New customer offer, paid and free bets. Must be 21 years or older. Must be in Tennessee. Visit BetMGM.com for full list of terms and conditions. For problem gambling support, call the Tennessee Red Line at 800-889-9789.
Hey folks, this is Paul Winkler. When you've been doing a radio show on investing for over 20 years on Nashville airwaves, like I have, you hear all kinds of bad information. Something I'm hearing more about these days are services promising to help people protect against market downturns and get back in before upturns. This sells well because everyone would want that. The problem is there's no evidence anyone can do it. And if they could, why would they tell you? Here's what I've seen. They sell stocks after they've gone down, locking in losses. Then they get back in when all the news is good. Problem is, stocks are usually up by that time. Sell low, buy high. Probably not a good idea. If your investment strategy requires a future prediction, you're already hoping for the impossible. The good news is you don't have to be able to predict the future to be a successful investor. To find out more about our approach, go to our website at paulwinkler.com. You can set up a 15-minute free phone call right there, or set up a free initial consultation, your choice. The website, paulwinkler.com. JMart.com.
In order for your phones to function efficiently, they need a reliable network. In order for office computers to integrate seamlessly with the rest of the company, they need a network. Well, when it comes to utilizing your full potential in the business world, you also need a network.
TNJobfair.com has your solution. It's an online job fair that happens when you need it. Tell us the jobs you need filled and we bring the candidates. Invest in your company's workforce today at TNJobfair.com.
From the 104.5 The Zone Traffic Center.
Lebanon, 40 westbound at South Hartman Drive. We've got a disabled vehicle. Traffic is stop and go from Highway 231. Highway 109 southbound south of 40. There's an accident involving an overturned vehicle. Use caution. Mount Juliet, 40 westbound of Mount Juliet Road. Bridge work has the right lane closed. They expect that to continue for several weeks. And east Lebanon Pike, there's a crash clearing at Jackson Downs Boulevard. No problems coming in on 24 or 65. No unusual delays on 440. I'm Christy O'Brien with traffic on your home for Titans football. 104.5 The Zone.
Back, JMart and Ramon, 104.5 The Zone here on a Thursday in Nashville, along with 11-year NFL veteran involved for life, Ramon Foster, Jonathan Schaefer. I'm Jason Martin. We're on Twitter at JMart and Ramon, at Ramon Foster, at Schaefer on sports, at JMart Radio. Doing sports flubs after watching the wild pitch last night. PFF has released 20-11. Ready for this?
Is it? Hold on, let me brace myself because you know I'll get.
Y'all ready for this?
Yeah. So PFF has gone through. They're doing the top 50 players in the league, not position based, just overall players.
Yep.
We went through up the first 30 yesterday.
For the most part, yeah. I don't know. We may have read them all at one point.
I'm ready now, man.
Number 20.
Tom Brady?
No.
Is it a quarterback?
No, it isn't.
Wide receiver?
Nope.
Can't be a running back. I feel like the top ones are out the way.
There's one left, but no.
Oh, yeah, one left. You're right. Defensive TJ Watt.
Nope. Fred Warner.
Fred Warner.
49ers linebacker.
He's
number one graded linebacker in the NFL last season. Top the PFF list of the top 25 players under 25, thanks to elite playmaking and coverage.
Yeah. He's been solid. I hadn't actually watched detailed film on him, but a lot of people are high on this kid. Like, number one, the 49ers need to go ahead and pay him as soon as they can before it gets to that point. And other points is he's just been really solid. Unless you've been a named guy, Jalen Ramsey, Aaron Donald, being a West Coast team sometimes, if you're not fans of them, you kind of miss those type of players. But Warner has been a guy as of late that's been getting a lot of attention.
19.
Going defense. Jalen Ramsey.
Defense is right.
Defense is right.
Wrong conference.
Wrong conference, AFC. No, I can't say TJ again. Freak. I don't know. Who?
Chris Jones.
Chris Jones made top 50? They gave it to a D tackle, nose tackle? Not named Aaron Donald? Is he the first D tackle, Jay? If we look back on the list?
I'd have to go back and look at the entire list, but
Chris Jones is nice. For a shifty big man, he knows all defense. I probably got to quit saying that, but most defensive players pick and choose when they're going to go. He's a guy that when he turns it on, hold on for the ride, man. I've heard Collinsworth brag on him, or the commentators brag on him, and rightfully so. He deserves it. It's just you find him in inopportune positions sometimes where it's like, dog, is that really you? But as a whole, I'm shocked that they put a D tackle up there this high. I will say that.
18, same team.
Cheetah?
Yep.
Cheetah, 8. How you feel about that?
I would have thought he might have been higher because of his playmaking ability.
Yes. Cheetah. Wow.
17, same position as Cheetah.
Wide receiver.
Different conference.
DK.
Nope.
Ah.
Right division.
Ayuk.
Nope. Both are good guesses, though.
Oh, Nook.
Yep.
Nook, is that far down?
DeAndre Hopkins is 17.
He's too low?
I could see both of those being too low, but we got to keep going through the list.
Okay.
I haven't looked at all of them. So 16, same division as DeAndre Hopkins.
Not Aaron Donald. He's top 10.
Right team.
Jalen.
Yep.
Jalen Ramsey.
Jalen Ramsey is 16. 15, same conference, not the same division.
Russell.
No.
Who else is it? Not Chandler Jones. JJ Watt.
Nope. Remember, I would have said same division if we were talking about that.
You said same conference. Oh, okay.
Playoff team last year.
Devontae Adams.
Right team.
Aaron Rodgers?
Nope.
Bakhtiari.
Yes.
Bakhtiari.
14, same team as Bakhtiari.
Vontae.
Nope.
Russ.
Nope. Russ.
No. I mean Aaron.
No.
One of the outside rushers?
Nope.
Devontae.
No. You already said that.
I did say that. Aaron, Devontae, Bakhtiari. Who else do they have on their team?
Jair Alexander.
Alexander.
Best cornerback in the NFL last season per PFF.
Yeah, Matt Moon just said that on cue. Alexander.
Jair, not Zaire.
Jair.
Number 13, still in the NFC. I bet you won't get this.
You said still in the NFC?
Well, you might if I keep giving you hints along the way.
Yeah.
This is one I wouldn't have gotten.
I don't want to say Tom Brady.
I'll help you out. Offensive lineman.
Quint. No. Can't be Quentin. You said same division or same conference.
Yep.
Hold up. Trent's already gone.
Yep.
Who's another solid? Got to be a Cowboys.
Yep. That's right.
Smith?
Nope.
Frederick.
Nope.
Who's their other offensive
Zach
line?
Martin.
Zach Martin.
Guard.
Yes, Zach Martin. Which one of them had the condition a few years back? Was it Zach or was it Fredericks? I think it was Fredericks.
Yeah, I think so.
Fredericks. Okay, I get them two mixed up sometimes.
Number 12, different conference.
I think you already told me. Derrick Henry.
Yep.
I called that one yesterday, by the way.
You said 12?
Yeah. I said 11 and like 14.
You
Okay,
did.
so you didn't say 12.
I said 11 to 14. You said top 10, like
right,
6.
You said you called it. Yeah, no, I was wrong, but so were you. No,
Well,
you weren't. You
I
said
was
11 to
more
14.
right, yeah.
No, Ramon did call the general area. I'll give him that.
Yeah, I did. Derrick Henry,
Close
2.
only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
Okay.
Only if it's you being right, Jay.
So 12 is Derrick Henry. That's
the
the end of the running backs list.
Yeah.
I'll read this paragraph because it's Henry. Over the last 2 seasons, Henry's been on a one-man mission to prove that running backs do matter. It's tough to argue with what he's done. He's piled up more yards after contact over that time, 27.58, than any other running back has in total rushing yards, 26.92 for Dalvin Cook. Henry also leads the league with 133 broken tackles since 2019 and has averaged 3.7 yards after contact per carry in the playoffs. Number 11 is the last one they've done because the top 10 is tomorrow, and we'll sit here and we can kind of speculate now that we've seen some of these other names. Number 11, same conference.
Same conference, number 11. Who's that worthy been outside of the top 10?
And I would disagree with this one. I would definitely have had Henry over this guy. And maybe a couple of the other guys on this list. Even though I like him, I think he's a little overrated.
Baker?
No. No, Lord, no.
I'm just saying.
I would go to the PFF offices and crop dust everybody in that building.
Who could be in that realm? Josh Allen's now. He's already gone.
He was 40th.
Yeah, 40th. Kansas City?
Nope.
Definitely not Miami. Who else is out there? Lamar.
Nope.
Lamar is really top 10.
Mm-hmm.
And we knew that because they kind of expressed that at all
And
times.
since I said it's not Kansas City, I would say Travis Kelce is also top 10.
Kelsey's 10 too. So is Kittle.
I would say so.
And we expect Waller?
No.
Waller's not making the top 50.
Seems like he's not going to make the top 50. Well, I guess maybe he could. It feels like that's high for PFF to have put him, but I guess if they're just looking at the numbers, he had 1,200 some receiving yards last year.
That's 3 tight ends in the top 10 too.
That's a lot.
That's a lot, yeah.
And no running backs because Henry just went at 12.
Highest rated.
All right, I'll help you out. Defense.
On the AFC. Defense on the AFC. No, not Miles. Miles is 25. Clowney.
Schaefer?
Did you say Clowney? The hell with you.
That is I also said Baker.
Actually, T.J. Watt here would make
TJ's
sense.
right.
T.J. Watt.
TJ's right.
You wouldn't have put him ahead of
Not over Derrick
Henry.
Not over Nuck Hopkins, no.
In the sense
I want to see
of-
TJ play an entire season without Bud Dupree next to him.
Yeah.
Because I think that Bud was better with TJ, but I also think TJ was a lot better with Bud. I think they're both studs. I'm not saying TJ's not worthy of being near this. I'm saying I can't put him above Derrick Henry.
You got to look at the run he had last year, though. And I know, like you just said a second ago, it was with Bud, with his counterparts on defense. But he was in strong contention for Defensive Player of the Year, though. Was Derrick Henry MVP conversation? And it's kind of speculative because it's running back positions, though. My man said Clowney. Yeah, I did. TJ may be justified. I think he's top 15.
I'm not necessarily disagreeing with that. I'm just saying I can't put him above Derrick Henry.
You can't put
Derrick
TJ
Henry just
ahead
came off a 2,000-yard season. I mean, you can talk about
what it means now.
You talk about Defensive Player of the Year, but for Henry to do what he did and the offense to run through him the way that it has for now 2 years, I have a hard time not putting there. I mean, PFF describes it. Over the last 2 seasons, Derrick Henry's been on a one-man mission to prove that running backs do matter.
Mm-hmm. He's the only one he ain't the only one that's doing it. TJ. 15, how many sacks?
I could see him being. I could even see TJ being 12, but I would have Derrick Henry above him.
You have Derrick Henry at number 11.
I'd predicted him to be at 6 because I thought they were going to value him specifically a little bit more based on how we've talked to those guys. But I'm okay with this. I'm sure there are some Titans fans that probably don't like where he is.
Yeah.
But, I mean, obviously these are just numbers on a sheet of paper that don't ultimately mean anything. I just think that Derrick Henry affects – I don't know. I mean, TJ's awfully good.
Casey is saying defense means more. The way I kind of look at it, though, and your justification trying to say Derrick Henry should be above him is Derrick Henry is kind of controlling what he does. Like, even when he gets blocking up front, he's still abusing people down the field, or his breakaway speed is insane. I got to give him to him. For a guy his size, it's impressive to watch him do what he does. Again, I continue to say, God bless his coaches, man. I'm talking about the high school coaches, college coaches, and all. Simply because he could easily be a defensive end, a linebacker, or safety, or something like that, easily, or even a tight end. And they said, no, you're going to play running back. I wonder what was their thought process in seeing him, who was clearly, according to his high school film, the biggest kid on the field. Most coaches are idiots. I will say that. And I ain't going to say most. Some are idiots when it comes to placing players in positions. God bless his coaches for having him play running back, because that is a rare talent. You don't find this that often with his height and size. Easily would have made him put his hand in the dirt. He'd be a defensive end.
So I guess you're splitting hairs, like I said. I'm not like miffed. I mean, I'm not going to be miffed at anybody being put on the list.
Yeah.
But I would have Henry above TJ Watt.
I think it's fair still. Like I said, it's just a coin flip when it really breaks down.
So top 10, we'll try to predict this real fast.
Who's left?
All right, so Kelce,
Kittle.
Mahomes. All right, let's just do this. Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, Kelce, probably George Kittle.
Brady.
Aaron Donald.
Brady.
So there's 6 right there.
We've said Devontae yet?
Yeah, no, he's definitely there.
On there. Michael
Devontae
Thomas
Adams
is already gone.
Yeah, he was in like 30s.
That's 7. Who's our last 3? Who are we missing?
Quentin Nelson,
Leonard.
Maybe.
Got to give it to Leonard at this point. Last 2 years, All-Pro.
You think they're putting 2 Indianapolis Colts in the top 10?
Yeah, they put two Kansas City guys back-to-back in the top 20.
I know Kansas City's a little bit on a different plane. Lamar is 9.
Diggs?
Lamar is 9.
Just said Diggs.
Diggs is in the 40s.
Diggs is already gone. Yeah, that's
which
right.
made me angry. He was 45th.
Diggs is already gone, Casey.
So that's one more. So if you say it's Leonard, then that's the 10.
If Leonard ain't in the top 50.
Yeah, that's nuts. I agree with you there.
I get what you're saying.
No, it's more or less I'm just trying to look around and see big-name guys that have not been mentioned yet. So, again, you've probably got Mahomes, Rodgers, and Lamar are your 3 quarterbacks. Let's say you've got Kittle and Kelsey are your 2 wide receivers.
Mm-hmm.
That would mean that Darren Waller's not top 50 also because we didn't mention him in this list.
Yeah, Waller.
Right, so there's 5.
Top 50.
Okay. Aaron Donald for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I think Quentin Nelson for sure.
Has to. He's number 1 in his position. I think so.
DK has not been mentioned. No way he's not in the top 10.
You giving DK Metcalf? If DK
I'm not saying he should
be.
I'm saying that, man, everybody loves some DK Metcalf.
He's top 10 player in the league.
I can't mob with him being in top 10 and A.J. Brown being 38th and Stephon Diggs being 45th.
Can I go through the top 10 from a year ago according to Athlon Sports real quick? Just to throw a list out there. Number 1 last year, Patrick Mahomes. 2, Aaron Donald. 3, Russell Wilson. Has Russ been mentioned?
Yes, 21 or
okay,
22.
All right. 4, Stephon Gilmore, which he's not on that list this year. 5, Michael Thomas. 6, Lamar Jackson. 7, Quentin Nelson. 8, Richard Sherman, not on that list.
No way.
9, Christian McCaffrey. And 10,
McCaffrey was 30th.
Drew Brees, who's retired. Julio was 11 last year.
Yeah.
Bosa, Dak, Zadarius, Saquon, Zeke.
So, I mean, the thing is, like, there's some people that are going to be left off this where I'm just like, how are they not in the 50? Maybe you wouldn't have put them in the top 10, but how did they not find their way into the 50?
If we're excluding Waller already, is Waller top 50 to you in the league player? Or is it just hype?
I definitely would like to have him. No, I don't think it's hype. I do think he benefited from being the guy on an offense full of not really guys as a receiver. So I'm trying to write down the no-doubters for me. I would say the 7 I feel the most comfortable. No, the 8 I feel the most comfortable about. Mahomes, Brady, Rodgers, Kelsey, Kittle, Nelson, Donald, Lamar.
You don't feel comfortable with Leonard? Yeah.
No. But I think I'm not saying you're wrong.
Right.
I'm not saying he shouldn't be there either. I don't think Waller can be there because Waller should not be ahead of some of the receivers we've already seen. And I don't think DK has to be in the top 50. There's no way Pro Football Focus is leaving DK Metcalf out of the top 10.
It's at a point where they got to get sensible. Do y'all think DK Metcalf is a top 10 player in the league?
Nope. I don't.
That's what's so confusing now that we're in the 10 and we're mentioning all those names that you're dropping. Like, that's a tough cookie right there,
I already said before I'd take 8. We both did.
Yeah.
We'd take AJ over DK. So that's all right. So if you add DK to it, Mahomes, Brady, Rodgers, Kelsey, Kittle, Nelson, Donald, Lamar, DK, that leaves one spot.
Mm-hmm. It leaves one spot.
DK should be in like the
list.
I don't know, 25 to 30 range for me. I don't know, 15 to 25, but not top 10.
Not top 10. I'm going through what is this? Just anybody's other list right now, just to see who we missed out on this list that you drop your top 10. Of course, same thing you're saying: Brady, Mahomes, AD, Aaron Rodgers, Kelsey. You feel Russ gone,
right?
Okay, Devontae gone.
Oh no, we haven't talked about Adams yet. Adams is the other one.
Devontae Adams.
Adams is the other one.
So DK's not.
So Leonard's probably not. I think DK is. If DK's not in the top 50, of course, if we're taking AJ over him and he's 38th on their list, is it possible that there just wasn't room for him and they think he's too raw right now?
I think he's too raw.
By the way, Darren Waller, 107 catches.
That was nuts. 1,200 some yards, right?
Almost 1,200 yards, 9 touchdowns.
Monster.
You can't keep him off that.
Slay asked, where's Ramsey? He was 16th, Ron. Speaking of Ron, he'll join us in the third hour of the show.
Yeah.
And we'll ask him how high Keon Johnson can jump because he can jump really high.
Gosh.
Dude. Nuts, man. I saw the video.
Casey is saying DK is definitely top 10.
No. I mean, that's Casey's opinion, which he's certainly entitled to have. Opinions are just opinions. But disagree on that one. So we'll continue to brain jam during the break. Maybe we're even overlooking a couple of other guys as well. But I feel pretty comfortable about most of the lists that I put out there that's probably what they're going to go with.
Howard, have we said him? We hadn't said Xavier
No,
Howard.
that's not going to be in there.
No.
He's not top 10? Just
Not
the highest
top
paid
10.
corner is all he is.
I don't think he's going to be in the top 10.
Okay.
615-737-1045. They already put in the number one cornerback according to their own metrics. We just read them in the top 20. Green Bay's guy.
Yeah. Alexander.
Tough. What do you think of Henry at 12, Titans fans? We'll take your thoughts as well there at 615-737-1045. We'll be right back. It is JMart and Ramon, 1045 The Zone.
Want exclusive Titans coverage? Just say, hey, Alexa, play 1045 The Zone.
Hey, time is running out on the hottest financing deal of the year at my jewelry store, Genesis Diamonds. We hit them up just a couple of weeks ago, took advantage. Listen up, though. You need to do the same. You have until June the 30th to take advantage of this, so don't waste time. Right now, any item at Genesis, nothing down, spread your payments over 5 years without paying a dime in interest. People are loving this. They're coming from out of state for this. It's such a smart way to buy, and yes, all GIA certified diamonds are included, so it is a great time to celebrate your love and upgrade her diamond, or you can surprise her for your anniversary with a stunning Eternity band or a designer necklace. Maybe that anniversary or that birthday is still a couple months off. Go ahead and get this thing, stash it away, put it in the lockbox somewhere. Go ahead and take care of it. You're going to get the best Genesis price, locking in zero interest financing for 5 whole years with zero down. So if you've had your eye on something, if she's had her eye on something, now's the time to make that move. This offer makes everything more affordable. $8,000 tennis bracelet, $134 a month. $6,000 diamond pendant, $100 a month. You find what you want, you divide it by 60, and that's going to be your monthly payment. It makes everything affordable. An opportunity like this simply does not come around often, so do not miss it. Genesis even going to be open this Sunday, so you can take advantage for your convenience. 5 years, zero interest financing with nothing down now through June 30th, only at Genesis Diamonds on approved credit, Green Hills and Cool Springs.
Some things are just true, like Geico makes it easy to save on boat insurance. And also, a long boat ride is way better than a long car ride.
Are we there yet?
No, not yet.
Awesome! More boating, more boating.
Switch to Geico, and you could save hundreds on boat insurance. It's just true.
Lately, we've been getting a lot of calls and questions about acoustic wave therapy for the treatment of erectile dysfunction. This is a relatively new treatment for ED, but one we've been using for years. This is Kim for the Tennessee Men's Clinic, and if you're looking at acoustic wave therapy or any option to help your ED, it's worth a visit to check us out. Our wave therapy protocols use acoustic wave technology, but often also combine it with other treatments that can give most of our patients far higher satisfaction rates. There is no surgery nor any type of invasive procedures required, and while most clinics you hear about only offer sound wave treatments, with our urologist and provider's guidance, you can likely have sex the day after your appointment and experience fewer letdowns. With another one of our ED treatments, you can last up to an hour and a half, and our expertise in treating these issues means you'll get the results you want. So make your appointment today. We'll show you why our acoustic wave program is the better way to do wave therapy. Call us today at 615-208-9090 or go to TennesseeMen'sClinic.com. Visit our website to learn more, including side effects, treatments extra. Results vary.
Margaritaville presents Jimmy Buffett and the Coral Reefer Band live in Nashville. Life on the Flip Side Tour 2021. 2 new shows at Ascend Amphitheater, July 6th and 8th. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss Jimmy Buffett and the Coral Reefer Band. 2 new shows at Ascend Amphitheater, July 6th and 8th. Presented by Margaritaville.
In business, it's never just another day. Every day is the day. That could bring your biggest order yet, or a new cyber threat. Whatever the day holds, with Comcast Business, you'll be prepared. With the network that can deliver gig speeds to the most businesses. Comcast Business Security Edge to help protect your connected devices, and a dedicated team available 24/7. Every day in business is a big day, We'll keep you ready for what's next. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with a great offer for $35 each a month for 24 months when you buy both. And ask how to add Security Edge. Or find out how to get speed 10 times faster than AT&T for your small business. Call 1-800-501-6000 or go to ComcastBusiness.com today. Restrictions apply. New Comcast Business 35 megabits per second internet and one voice mobility customers only. Early termination fee applies. Requires EcoBill and AutoPay. Equipment taxes and fees extra and subject to change. Actual speeds vary.
Ad paid for by OpenShar Concepts. Attention firefighters, members of the military, and airport workers. For decades, first responders and firefighters at military bases and airports used a chemical-based foam to fight fires. Studies have shown that chemicals used to make aqueous film-forming foam, or AFFF, are highly toxic to humans and have been associated with several types of cancer. If you or someone you know was exposed to AFFF and were diagnosed with any of these cancers, including kidney, bladder, prostate, pancreatic, lymphoma, leukemia, testicular, and neuroendocrine, then you should call us immediately because you may be entitled to significant cash compensation. Call us at 800-847-4961. Our experienced attorneys will fight to get you the compensation you deserve, and you pay nothing unless we get a recovery in your favor. Time is limited to file the claim, so call us now, 800-847-4961. Operators are standing by 24/7, so don't wait. 800-847-4961. That's 800-847-4961. Again, 800-847-4961.
Attention Nashville and surrounding area. Beretta USA at Gallatin is hiring now. The air-conditioned facility has full-time openings for all shifts, and part-time positions are available too. Beretta USA offers tuition reimbursement, employee discounts on Beretta merchandise, and opportunity for career advancement. Log on to Beretta.com. That's Beretta.com, and be on your way to a challenging new career. Come be a part of the Beretta team in Gallatin.
Hi, this is Mark Spain, and with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can sell your home hassle-free and close in as little as 21 days. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
855-299 sold.
Certain restrictions apply.
Geico for your boat. See how much you could save at geico.com today.
From the 104.5 The Zone Traffic Center.
Hermitage, 40 westbound after Stewart's Ferry Pike. We've got an accident off on the right shoulder. Watch for bridge work, 40 westbound at Mount Juliet Road, blocking the right lane. They expect that to go on for the next several weeks after yesterday's crash. Lebanon, Highway 109 southbound, south of 40. We've got an overturned vehicle. Expect delays. No problems on 24 or 65. We're accident-free on 440. I'm Christy O'Brien with traffic on your home for Titans football. 104.5 The Zone.
Red Hot Chili Peppers this morning here. JMart Ramon, 104.5 The Zone. On Twitter at JMart and Ramon. We're looking at the PFF 20-11. Derrick Henry's number 12 in this top 50. Of course, it's one group's opinion, of course. Now, Sam Monson is the lead author on this. Just to throw that out there in case you want to go after PFF Sam. That's his Twitter account if you want to go after him. So Derrick Henry was 12. And I knew some people would not care for that. Benny Mike, I'd like to sit in a room with PFF and ask, what does Derrick have to do to be in the top 5 or 10 in the league? He just did what only 7 people in NFL history have done, and back-to-back rushing titles.
Yeah. That sucks because we're in an era that doesn't value that. Like, we do. I think the people that watch the games, like, man, he's killing. When you mention running backs, he's in that top 3 conversation. Clearly on this list, he's still number 1, but not good enough.
I think maybe the most egregious thing that I saw on this list, other than Stephon Diggs being 45,
that's kind of
is Myles Garrett being 25.
Why is Diggs 45 anyway, though?
It doesn't make any sense. None.
Wasn't he number 1 receiver?
I mean, it was him and Adams and Hopkins, but he was the thing that really turned the Bills around.
What I'm saying, I think he had the most receiving yards last year in the NFL.
I think that's right. That's right.
Is he playoff team? Like you said, not single-handedly, but
he was a true wide receiver one that unleashed Josh Allen.
And went from one organization where he was part of the crew to becoming the main guy. And that's their metric again. Like, we're frenemies in a sense. Like, we get it, but we don't. And I think the more and more stuff they do like this, you're like, come on, PFF. You know what I'm saying?
The 10 that we kind of came to Mahomes, Brady, Rodgers, Kelsey, Kittle, Quentin Nelson, Aaron Donald, Lamar Jackson, DK Metcalf, Devontae Adams.
I still can't get over DK Metcalf.
Maybe he's not. Maybe he's not,
50,
but I
maybe.
can't imagine he's not in the top 50, which is why I think he has to be in the top 10.
If he's top 10, switch his position with Stephon Diggs, and I'm fine. Switch where Diggs is 45.
I would be a lot happier with that.
Yes.
Even though I think Diggs gets knocked because he's not big.
But he plays.
Oh, I'm not saying.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. DK, like the look,
is DeAndre
matters.
Hopkins. Is DeAndre Hopkins bad? I mean, that close.
I mean, he was like 17, but I would take Hopkins. Yeah. I'd take Hopkins, Adams, and Diggs, all three over DK Metcalf right now.
Yeah, I would too. We're safe.
He's over there at the computer.
Our order came in.
Oh, okay.
I think.
You could have waited a minute to tell me off the air. But hey, you know what? It's all good. We're good.
They said they tried to contact me.
There it is. Yes. Casey, we're not hating on DK. I just think DK is ripe to be. We don't know what. I still think A.J. Brown's got a higher ceiling in terms of being a more polished receiver.
Casey, answer this since you're in the chat right now. Is DK Metcalf a top 10 player overall in the NFL?
He already said he was.
He
actually replied to that earlier because he's definitely top 10.
I see that.
I can't get with that. Not with the other receivers. Like, if he wants to be palled in with some of those others that are a little bit further down the list, I'd be much happier with that.
Mm-hmm.
That would be my thought. And then let me ask you this. If Myles Garrett's 25, who do you want, Myles Garrett or T.J. Watt?
You know it's personal, but I like Myles Garrett. I do. T.J. is very unique. Both of them are. Whichever one you don't take, I'm taking the other. Is how I look at it.
Same thing with AJ and DK. I feel very similar about that.
Myles Garrett pre-COVID.
Myles Garrett being 25 and TJ being 11. That one right there, I need more explanation.
They're gonna have to break that one down. And Myles Garrett, maybe they're going off his stats from last year because, like, he missed significant time too. He was on pace to crush. I think he wins Defensive Player of the Year over TJ. Like, I don't think it's no, but I know Aaron Donald won it. But
you want DK Metcalf or Tyreek Hill?
Tyreek.
I wanted to throw that one out there again.
Yeah.
Some bigger name guys that are obviously aging out of this. Odell, JJ.
JJ.
There's a few of those guys that would have been in the top 5 in this list, probably, according to PFF a few years ago. Or at least top 10. They're probably not in the top 50 now.
Richard Sherman was one of those guys.
So this would also mean, again, Darius Leonard's not top 50 according to this list if you put DK in. Because I think the rest are here. Wow. Any of the other 10 you maybe see, we'll talk about it. We got 2 more hours to go. Ron Slay will join us in 25 minutes. We'll talk about Keon Johnson jumping 48 inches off the ground in a max vert. That's 4 feet, last I checked. Scott Steiner math.
Basically jump over my youngest kid.
Yeah, that's
straight leg.
Pretty daggone preposterous from Keon Johnson. We'll talk to Ron about that and much else. Also, Vandy boys get through, and we'll discuss when we come back. JMart and Ramon, 104.5 The Zone.
Buck Rising Show. Here's what you missed. Consider this. If Derrick Henry rushes for 1,500 yards this year, he will be the first running back to do it in NFL history coming off a 2,000-yard season. It's a very, very difficult situation. The Buck Rising Show. This morning starting at 10 on 104.5 The Zone.
This is Boomer Esiason with the CBS Sports Minute. When Green Bay wide receiver Devontae Adams was asked how concerned he and his teammates are about Aaron Rodgers' situation, here's what the All-Pro told Fox News. Honestly, it's not even something that we truly talk about like that. It's just everybody's been dialed into what they got to do. There's enough to worry about with themselves than to be going and worrying about what other guys are doing and what their situation is like, especially when we can't control any of that. Well, Adams is right about players not controlling front office matters, but as for the rest of his statement, if I were in Devontae's cleats and my quarterback options were A-Rod or Jordan Love, I'd be plenty worried at the moment. And you could bet the Rodgers deal would be the ongoing talk of the locker room, just as it's been the talk around the league, and I'm sure around Jeopardy as well. I'm Boomer Esiason.
A child's body temperature rises 3 to 5 times faster than an adult's, and leaving a child in a hot vehicle can lead to their death very quickly. Tragically, in 2020, 24 children died of pediatric vehicular heat stroke, and many of these incidents occurred when parents or caregivers simply forgot the child was in the car. Please set yourself reminders on your cell phone or place something you'll need in the back seat so you don't forget your child. Always look for your baby before you lock. Paid for by NHTSA.
Hi, this is Joe Cordell with the law firm Cordell & Cordell. When the prospect of divorce becomes a reality, you need a partner that you can count on. If you're a man in this situation, consider contacting Cordell & Cordell. We've helped men navigate complex legal matters for 30 years.
Contact Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Nashville area attorneys, a partner men can count on. Online at CordellCordell.com. 810 Crescent Center Drive, Suite 160, Franklin, Tennessee, 37067.
Prescription products require an online consultation. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information.
My husband's ED was affecting our marriage. When he first started experiencing ED, it was difficult for both of us. We didn't know who to talk to about it or where to get help. HIMSS was our answer. HIMSS connected my husband with a licensed provider online. He was able to get medication to treat his ED at a fraction of the price people pay for the name brand. It was delivered to our door, and guess what? Our sex life is back. It works.
Right now, get your first online provider's visit totally free when you go to 4hims.com/love. Yep, free. No copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. Just the care you need.
Thanks to HIMSS, we got our sex life and our marriage back.
To start your free online visit, go to this exclusive address, 4hims.com/love. That's 4hims.com/love for your free online visit. FORHIMS.com/LOVE.
Right now at Genesis Diamonds, get 5 years, 0 interest financing on any purchase with no money down on everything. Even GIA certified engagement rings. Buy now, get the Genesis super low price, and spread your payments over 5 years with 0 interest for a limited time. Only at Genesis Diamonds. On approved credit.
Hey guys, it's the mayor. The Nashville Sounds baseball season is underway, and if you haven't been to Third and Home on game day, you're missing out. Third and Home is the newest sports bar in Germantown that overlooks the Nashville Sounds ballpark. From the bar spacious beer patio, you can literally see the whole Sounds game as if you were sitting in the seats with a ticket. No wonder it's known as Germantown's bar with a ballpark. Head to 3rd Avenue North and check it out for lunch, a night of brews, or to catch a game. Third and Home is open Wednesday through Sunday, and when the Sounds have a home game. For more information, visit thirdandhome.com.
They're coming, and they're ready. Are you ready? If not, we can arm you with the seasonal employees you need.
TNJobFair.com. Candidates across Tennessee are ready to work, and we're bringing them to you with our online job fair. It's the safe, socially distanced way to hire. Visit TNJobFair.com to get your online booth and your next employees.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
At Progressive, we're making things even easier. We'll help you bundle your home and car insurance together so you can save on both. Learn more at Progressive.com or 1-800-PROGRESSIVE.
Leaning, bowing, or cracking basement walls? Call TFS. Water, humidity, mold? Better call TFS. Basement problems don't get better with time. They get better with TFS.
Call the Foundation specialists today.
The legendary wrestler and promoter is spelling it out for you on his new podcast, My World, with Jeff Jarrett.
First things first, Conrad. You said let's start a wrestling company. Folks that are not from the South, is that with 2 S's and 2 L's? RASSILLIN, because it's wrestling. Is that accurate spelling?
I've always spelled it RASSLIN.
Okay, well, you misspelled it, pal.
My World with Jeff Jarrett. Listen on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your shows.
From the 104.5 The Zone Traffic Center.
Lebanon, Highway 109 southbound, south of 40. We've got an overturned vehicle. Use caution and expect delays. Hermitage, 40 westbound after Stewart's Ferry Pike. Accident's been moved to the right shoulder. Brentwood, Old Hickory Boulevard westbound, west of Edmondson Pike. We've got a crash. This report brought to you by MAPCO and Gatorade. Swing over to your local MAPCO and get 20 cents off per gallon on your next fill-up by buying any 3 28-ounce Gatorade with your My Rewards card. Offer valid at participating locations only. See terms and conditions at MAPCOrewards.com. I'm Christy O'Brien with traffic on your home for Titans football. 104.5 The Zone.
From the Mark Spain Real Estate Studio, WGFX Gallatin, Nashville, a Cumulus station. Our season never ends. Your home for Titans and Vols football. Trending now at 104.5 The Zone.
It is 8:03. Good morning. I'm Jonathan Schaefer. A shocking night last night in Omaha.
Oh, he sailed it over his head. The Cardinals are going to lose on a wild pitch from Beck. Spencer Jones scores. Vanderbilt alive. They win it 6-5. What happened?
That was a bewildered Carl Ravitch last night on ESPN. Vanderbilt scored 2 runs in the bottom of the 9th with 2 outs. That game winner on a wild pitch that you just heard. Vanderbilt's 6-5 win over the Cardinal remain alive in the College World Series. For the Doors, they will play NC State on Friday at 1 o'clock. If they win that, they'll play the Wolfpack again on Saturday at 1 in order to advance to the championship series. Thrilling night at Nissan Stadium last night. Nashville SC earned a hard-fought come-from-behind 3-2 win over Toronto FC. Luke Hawkinson scored 2 goals, first 2 of his MLS career, including the game winner in the 92nd minute. The boys in gold play again Saturday, hosting CF Montreal. Trae Young scored 48 points in leading Atlanta to a 116-113 win over Milwaukee in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and the Vols. This is 104.5 Zone.
Do I have everybody's attention now?
Now it's time for Jason Martin and Vol for Life Ramon Foster.
Powered by All 4 Seasons Garage Doors.
Together, they are JMart and Ramon on 104.5 The Zone.
Congrats to the Vandy boys. Improbably getting past Stanford last night. That's lead story as we welcome you into the third hour. J. Martin Ramon here on 104.5 The Zone, along with 11-year NFL veteran involved for life Ramon Foster, Jonathan Schaefer. I'm Jason Martin. We're on Twitter at JMart and Ramon. We've got Ron Slay coming up in the next segment. Of course, the 3HL and Costa Rican Monkey Talk fame. Top observation, Dylan Brown watching 104.5 Zone TV via YouTube this morning, which you can do. You can also watch Twitch, Facebook Live, or Periscope. But Dylan Brown says, in terms of, we were doing greatest sports flubs. Had a ton of phone calls and interaction in the first hour on that based off the wild pitch and the way it ended last night for Beck from Stanford. Dylan Brown says, biggest sports flub, Jason Witten broadcast career.
The Boogermobile.
The Boogermobile.
Oh man, I didn't tell y'all about what happened in Pittsburgh with the panning camera behind behind where the players sit at.
Right, yeah, the Boogermobile.
No, there's another one that the broadcast.
Yeah, right.
That thing crushed somebody's leg, man.
Oh,
they had a cutaway.
Is that why you were so slow?
No, absolutely not.
5 too slow.
But what I'm telling y'all is this: crush. That's a heavy vehicle that they used to do games with, and it was an older guy, wasn't paying attention, or either they didn't tell him get out the way, and whoo, You want to talk about a bad day on the field and seeing that break down like that?
Speaking of sports
pun
flub,
intended.
when T-Rack ran over Saints quarterback Adrian McPherson with the four-wheeler.
What?
Oh, that happened.
T-Rack did?
Years and years ago.
I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody brought it up earlier, too. We didn't see it, but the Titans pyro.
Oh, yes, the first game 2 years ago.
Yeah. And those flames went up.
That thing. Woo. Well, that happened in St. Louis, too, when the Rams were still there, that the turf caught on fire.
Turf caught on fire. They had too many flames on the field, man. We had to delay. Ben got his knee hit that game, and Vic came in. First time we played with Vic. That was pretty wild. We had a long delay from that, too. So out there talking to Chris Long. Really cool time.
So the argument that's going on between the listeners on YouTube, I think, is really where it's exploding, is between A.J. Brown and DK Metcalf.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're talking about what PFF's top 10 might look like tomorrow, because we read out 20 through 11 there in that last hour, and Derrick Henry was 12. We had already had A.J. Brown. He was like 38th. And DK Metcalf hasn't been mentioned at all. So it either means he's top 10 or not in the top 50. I find it hard to believe they're not going to have him in the top 50.
I find it hard, too.
But I also don't think he's a top 10 player in the league.
I couldn't see him being top 10.
But so the argument is AJ or DK. So people are throwing out the stats. They're fairly comparable, right?
Mm-hmm.
So DK Metcalf had Russell Wilson, first ballot Hall of Famer, Super Bowl champion.
Yeah, Super Bowl could have been 2 times.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And Tyler Lockett was his running mate.
Lockett ain't even on that list, but I guess.
But Lockett's a really good receiver.
Yeah.
Though. Okay. A.J. Brown had Corey Davis.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take Tyler Lockett over Corey Davis.
Yeah.
And Tannehill, who never gets any respect. Right?
No.
I heard somebody describe it this way. Actually, he's a friend of ours, Jason Fitz, over at ESPN. I thought this was a great way to describe Ryan Tannehill.
Shout out to Fitz. Yeah.
Yeah. He said he's the oh yeah guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like you think about great quarterbacks, and then you're like, oh, I forgot about him. Oh yeah, Ryan Tannehill.
Yep.
I think that is a perfect description
That sucks
of Ryan Tannehill.
because he's a true pro and he's playing well. But you're right. He is. Yeah. I feel like the
you look at the numbers and you're going through like lists of quarterbacks and you're looking at certain stats and then he's up there and you don't realize, I forgot about Ryan Tannehill. He's in Tennessee, right?
Just my opinion. If Daniel Jones was somewhat decent, people would probably talk more about Daniel Jones than they would Ryan Tannehill.
Oh, sure they would. He's in New York.
I know. He's blown his career out the water right now. You know what I'm saying?
He's in New York and he didn't have the Miami experience.
That's what I was just going to ask you. Did the Miami experience really ruin the perception of him that bad?
Yes.
God, dog.
It absolutely did.
Which that never made sense to me.
Yeah, no.
Because it's not that his numbers were absolutely terrible.
It was a terrible team.
It was a terrible team. He did have a bad year. He got injured.
Mm-hmm.
Again, what happened is he was having to fight off the perception of a former receiver turned quarterback that was drafted high in that draft.
Yeah.
So in some ways, he suffered a similar fate to Corey Davis in terms of never being able to live up to the initial expectations. So then when you do start playing better, you're still getting measured up to that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a no-win in that situation if you're somebody like Tannehill.
It's not. If Tannehill was wide receiver still, would he still be in the NFL after, over 10 years, you think? Or he's better served as a quarterback?
I don't even know if I can answer that question. I have no idea.
Yeah. I was watching actually some of his college highlights. Really good speed.
Yeah.
Good hands, route running, and all of that. He was a go-to down-the-field guy. And they also got to beg the question, too, if he's still basically young in his quarterback career compared to all other quarterbacks. Russ has always played it. Brady's always played it. Aaron Rodgers always played it. Heck, Deshaun's always played quarterback. And I'm not just overhyping Ryan Tannehill in a sense, but is he still learning as a quarterback, or he's just in a comfortable box at playing quarterback right now, which is why he doesn't get the praise that he should at this point. Meaning he's comfortable. Not in his career, but just at the quarterback position. Whereas you'll find a guy that's more risky like Aaron Rodgers who throw a side pass, or Patrick Mahomes, or, the GOAT has just been doing it forever.
So you remember the mother bleeper comment?
Yeah.
I saw Jeff said this morning his podcast producer thinks that Brady was talking about Drew Brees.
I heard that from Jeff Darlington yesterday.
Yeah, and then it's starting to make the rounds. that Brady actually was talking about Drew Brees.
I still think it's the Rams.
I go Rams. I go Titans before I go Drew.
I was kind of shocked to hear it would potentially. Brees is not somebody I even thought of.
Jeff Darlington yesterday on ESPN mentioned he's been mentioning that Brady was much closer to going to the Saints than people know.
Brady was close.
Yes. Or the Saints' pursuit of him was much more serious than people know.
I can see Sean Payton making a play like that, but do you really want to walk in those shoes behind Brees?
Why would Brady care? He's the GOAT.
Yeah, I mean, he can. Brees only won one Super Bowl, only played in one Super Bowl.
Brady literally has seven times the Super Bowls that Drew Brees has.
It's true, but from one legacy to the other, there's usually a gap. You don't go one right behind the other, though.
Rodgers did.
Well, he was drafted there too.
I understand that, but you have to fill in.
I mean, you do. Peyton, who's he? He was replacing Tebow. Andrew Luck was replacing who before him? Nobody.
Well, that
Curtis
was
Painter.
The year gap.
Painter.
It was the year gap between Peyton and then Andrew Luck.
Sports you're competitive at all times. We all know this. Heck, our line of work is competitive. Everybody's line of work is competitive.
I don't feel like Tom would have said that about Drew Brees.
I just can't see. But do
Because
we
of the
know
respect
Tom?
level? No, we don't know. We don't know any of these guys.
I'm saying in the world of like public perception, like, can you imagine him saying something like that about one of his, we think, friends?
I mean, the only thing was, did he think that Drew was done? And that was it. He wasn't saying it about prime Drew Brees. He was saying it about Drew Brees at his age hitting a wall. Where didn't we see Taysom Hill end up actually doing something in the playoffs because Drew Brees couldn't?
Yeah.
2 years ago.
Yep, we did.
Which I hated every second of.
Mm-hmm.
That right there is part of it, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. Just looking at it right now, if that's true, and these guys are they're weird, number one, and they always think they're the best, and they should because they're the greatest in the world at what they do. But as close as I thought they were, maybe it's more just them being cool because we saw Brady throwing bombs to Brees kids in the end zone. That doesn't mean he's not competitive.
2K Beezy's just coming at your neck.
I see 2K Beezy. I'm not even paying him attention.
Just thought of a flub.
Because you know me. I'll murder him, and then it's a wrap, and he's not going to want to be cool.
The thought of a flub, defensive back who made Tebow a Denver legend for one playoff game. That would be the Demaryius Thomas coach.
Demaryius Thomas. Beezy, you don't really want to play this game with me because if I see you and I know your face, I'm a body you is all I'm saying.
Did you say buy him or body?
Body. I could go real.
I mean, you got Hendersonville money. You might be able to.
That's not as much as Brentwood money, though.
It's more. I've seen your house. I've seen it from a drone.
4 Christmas trees.
That measly house.
4 measly house,
that measly house.
Measly house. That's what people
say
say that.
We just figured it out, Jay. That's his second home.
That's my humble
We just
abode.
figured it out.
That's his summer house.
That's the summer house.
I don't live in one of the richest zip codes in Tennessee.
2K Beezy, you gonna murder me with one of your 4 Christmas trees?
2K Beezy's asking for it. See, I'm trying to be the good Moan, and nobody wants to see the dark Moan. There's another side.
We
guys.
know how to activate.
Yeah, there's
Moan.
a dark side.
We'll activate the fun side of Moan when we come back. We'll activate the fun side of this show. Ron Slay will join us. I would say I know what we're going to talk about, but that ain't how we roll.
Benny Mike, you right. That's all I got.
Which
you
one?
Right.
Oh, the Uzi line?
You right.
I still can't believe you asked her that.
Kayla, it was fun.
Hey, Kayla, do you carry an Uzi in your car?
I heard Blaine and Mick talking about it yesterday. The Uzi talk is good.
Micah Dreamer calls your Hendersonville house a seasonal residence.
Mm-hmm.
It was for 11
Alonzo
years.
Wright says Hendersonville equals baby Brentwood.
No.
Hendersonville is OG Brentwood. It was the Brentwood before Brentwood.
I don't live in Brentwood. I live in Brentwood.
When I moved out there, people were like, you moving to the country. Like, that's what they called Hendersonville.
Eat a lot of peaches. Ron Slay coming up next. JMart and Ramon, 104.5 The Zone.
Every great Titans moment happens here. Your home for Titans football and the flagship for Titans radio. 104.5 The Zone.
It's JMart. If you have a wet basement or crawl space, I've been telling you a long time you needed to call United Structural Systems months ago, but the good news is you can still do it. You should do it today. I've been telling you about them since the fall because they've been doing this since 1994. Nearly 30 years of service, helping now over 20,000 satisfied residential customers and counting. They are the go-to company when it comes to foundation repair and waterproofing. So that wet basement, that crawl space issue, you don't have to put up with that, and you shouldn't. Water intrusion and moisture can give you all sorts of problems down the road. It's going to be very costly. The air you're breathing in is disgusting. So get it taken care of, and you don't really know what the cause is. It could be poor drainage. It could be a plumbing leak. Maybe it is surface water over your walls. Maybe it's underwater pressure forcing water into your basement. Maybe it's a drywall separation that's causing problems with your mortar joints. You don't know. But the team at United Structural Systems, they're going to know. They're going to tell you. They're going to give you a detailed plan to fix it after giving you a free estimate. So you've got absolutely nothing to lose, information to gain. When you make that right decision and tell USS to get to work, they will get the job done. You don't pay a cent until they're completely finished. You've once overed it with them, and they make sure that you're fully satisfied. So you, again, have absolutely nothing to lose. Here's the telephone number for United Structural Systems, 615-227-2275. That's 227-2275 or online at USSTN.com, United Structural Systems.
Hey, what's going on? It's Will Bowling. If you've been watching the NBA playoffs from the sidelines, now is the perfect time to get in on the action with FanDuel Sportsbook, because during the conference finals, new users get 30-1 odds on any team to win their next game. That means you can win $150 on a $5 bet. There are even more ways to win on FanDuel throughout the playoffs, and when you do win, getting your money, well, it's a layup. You're going to get paid in as little as 24 hours. Plus, the app is so easy to use. So just sign up with my promo code WILL104 to bet the NBA Conference Finals with 30-1 odds. Once again, that's promo code WILL104, and you're going to unlock 30-1 odds on either team in either final to win their next game. Must be 21 or older and present in Tennessee. New users only. Must wager in designated offer market. $10 first deposit required. $150 max bonus. See full terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call the Tennessee Red Line at 1-800-889-9789.
One of the most important decisions you'll ever make is who to trust when it's time to sell your home. Hey, this is Dawn Davenport from 3HL. Whether you need to upsize, downsize, or just want to take advantage of this red-hot market, Mark Spain Real Estate is the most trusted real estate team in the U.S. They've earned over 5,000 five-star reviews, and their guaranteed offer makes selling your home easy and stress-free. No showings, no open houses, no stress. Don't worry about the hassle of constant cleaning and making costly repairs. Mark Spain Real Estate has been in the business for over 25 years and has served over 25,000 families. They know what matters most. A quick sale, maximum profit. Sell your home hassle-free with the strongest cash offer in the industry. One of their clients, Joshua, got a guaranteed offer and said, "We skipped the showings and repairs and had an all-cash offer for more than we expected and sold our home in less than a month." Find out what Mark Spain's guaranteed offer would be on your home. No obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. markspain.com and start packing, or call 855-299-SOLD.
Hi, this is Lance Drury with the Lance Drury Law Firm here in Nashville. I've been warning our clients that IRS employees are back at work since mid-July, and their collection efforts have ramped up. Well, sure enough, it looks like it's happening. So if you have unfiled tax returns, wage levies, bank levies, or tax liens, now's the time to call the Lance Drury Law Firm before the IRS calls you. Tax resolution plans are based off your current income. So if your current income is less than normal due to the COVID-19 pandemic, this is precisely the time for the Lance Drury Law Firm to help you. Your consultation is free, so don't put it off. The Lance Drury Law Firm focuses solely on tax resolution law. It's all we do. And if you have IRS problems, you have legal problems. Let us use our tax law resolution experience to guide you and work on your custom resolution plan. Call now. It's free and confidential. Call me, Lance Drury, at 615-733-8168 or go to LanceDruryLaw.com.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon upon advertisements.
In case you missed it, mortgage rates have plummeted back to their lowest points of the year. Hey, it's Dawn Davenport from 3HL. Don't miss the fresh new chance to lock in your forever loan with Loan Pronto. Call now. Take advantage of Loan Pronto's special zero-cost refi program. You can snag a super lower rate with no junk fees and no closing costs. And listen, they don't just roll closing costs into your loan. They actually cover them for you. Who else does this? If you thought you missed out on the best rates ever, you have another chance. Even if you refinanced last month or last year, you can do it again. Loan Pronto's all-digital process is fast, it's easy. Most loans get closed in 14 days, and most don't even require an appraisal. Call Loan Pronto now. Start the process before rates spike again. Do it now. You can even skip your next 2 house payments. 615-499-5780, loanpronto.com. 615-499-5780. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781. Subject to lender approval. Not all loans eligible for zero costs.
This isn't just basketball. This is the NBA playoffs. And with William Hill Sportsbook, you can dial up the playoff intensity from the palm of your hand. Just download the William Hill mobile app, and your first bet of up to $500 is risk-free using promo code RadioRF. New users only. Must be 21 years or older and present in Tennessee to bet. Paid and free bets. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call or text the Tennessee Red Line at 1-800-889-9789. William Hill Sportsbook, proud partner of the NBA. Let's make it interesting.
Hiring managers. Finding quality candidates is difficult. TNJobfair.com has your solution using a coordinated radio and digital campaign. It's an online job fair that happens whenever you need it. Invest in your company's workforce. Visit TNJobfair.com.
From the 104.5 The Zone Traffic Center.
Lebanon, Highway 109 southbound south of 40. We've got an overturned vehicle. Expect delays. Hermitage, 40 westbound after Stewart's Ferry Pike. Accidents off on the right shoulder. Brentwood, 65 northbound at Old Hickory Boulevard. There's a crash on the right shoulder. 440 eastbound at Hillsborough Pike. Watch for a medical emergency on the shoulder. This report brought to you by MAPCO and Gatorade. Swing over to your local MAPCO and get 20 cents off per gallon on your next fill-up by buying any 3 28-ounce Gatorade with your My Rewards card. Offer valid at participating locations only. See terms and conditions at MAPCOrewards.com. I'm Christy O'Brien with traffic on your home for Titans football. 104.5 The Zone.
JMart and Ramon, powered by All Four Seasons Garage Doors in Nashville. 150 years residential commercial experience. All Four Seasons Garages.com/Nashville. Thrilled they're partners with us. We're looking forward to doing a lot more with them in the coming months now that things are getting more normal.
When your co-host is a different person off air, man, that's a good time to be had. That's
What are we talking about?
Nothing. It's just you. You, man. People need to see this other side of you, man. And I love it. That's the J we're looking for.
At JMart and Ramon on Twitter. I guess it's time for the sleigh ride?
No.
Is that what we're being told?
He'll be pulling in at some point.
I'm going to talk about
is he coming in studio?
Yeah, he's coming in studio. He's like, yo, I'm at Church Street. And I'm like, yeah, well, we're going to be back.
All right, what's he going to do? Hang out with us till 10?
So
He's going to chill with us for the rest of the day?
Hey, that's up to him.
He can. He can chill with us. Brad Willis can hang out
Does
with
anybody
us.
tell Ron Slay what to do? No. But what I've done is I've created the 3 shots so that the camera is showing where Ron Slay should be.
Should be. Ron is notorious.
Hey!
No, he's late.
Should have closed the door a little sooner.
I was just about to talk about him.
Straight off his 49-inch Max Vert. Only man with a bigger vertical leap than Keon Johnson. I saw the video. Chris Lowe stepped in a big pile of it.
Yeah, he did. I was just about to talk about you, too.
What were you going to say?
How notorious you are for missing flights.
That's
and being late.
You wouldn't have been wrong.
He right on cue.
You wouldn't have been wrong.
He right on time, man.
See, my whole thing is, man, listen, why come if you don't make an entrance?
I was about to say.
That's what she said.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Here we go.
Why
Here
come?
we go.
You know what I mean? And that's from the book of Sunflower. Why My come? first time was bareback. See? I mean, hey,
Full
man.
circle.
Hey, it is.
Full circle.
It is.
Full
It's like the beginning, baby. It's like the beginning.
AJ or DK, Ron?
AJ.
He said that as humble as can be because you thought
That's
about
what
it.
we all agree. Why do you say AJ?
I think AJ, man, because one,
Russell Wilson was a top quarterback last year?
He was probably top 5 in the league.
Top 5.
Easily.
Top 5.
When he wasn't on the ground.
And
Yeah,
also,
true, too.
let me ask you this. Who was opposite of him?
I agree with that. I'm taking Tyler Lockett over
Tyler
Corey
Lockett.
Davis.
You feel what I'm
all
saying?
day.
Tyler Lockett got paid again.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you look at the scouting report, we also really, really got to stop Tyler Lockett.
Yeah.
When you look at what A.J. Brown did with defenses with Corey Davis being in and out, what's my man that had the concussion that was in the slot? Adam Humphries.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got him in and out. Then you had to move Jonnu. A.J., man.
Yeah.
He lived up to everything that was billing, man, and he carried the load. I think DK, man, he had something else to play off of. Tannehill improved throughout the season. Not a slouch at all. But if we had to coin toss it and say who you want, Russell Wilson or Tannehill throwing the ball, at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Different question. Who has the better career when it's all said and done between those two? Factoring in the organizations, factoring in the future, factoring in the present, all of that.
I'm going to have to go AJ.
I think the same.
I do too, because I think Russ is going to be gone.
Yeah, and that's what I was about to say. They're about to have a whole overhaul in Seattle soon. You know what I mean? How long is Pete Carroll going to still be there? You know what I mean? That's who came in with DK. Like Russell Wilson going to be there. They could go back to running the ball again. You know, AJ is already in an offense where the ball is ran heavy and still putting up numbers.
Yes.
So imagine when you have to, you know what I mean, decelerate D. Henry a little bit. And now you put Julio out there?
I think
next 4 years special.
You put either one of them with a different quarterback, let's say a lesser quarterback or a rookie quarterback, I feel like AJ is going to pull that quarterback to be better quicker than DK will.
Yeah.
DK's still really a one-route guy.
Without question.
He's a go-route guy.
And to me, he's a hard hand guy also.
Well, he does have a couple drops.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that your
because
hands
of that
are
visor.
hard.
Visor's too dark, man. He can't see.
He think about that sprint.
Yeah.
Because he gonna burn somebody.
But you say that AJ can do the same.
Yes, he
has done the same thing.
And I like AJ more with them soft hands,
Yeah.
running a stop and making two people miss and taking off.
I feel like AJ doesn't have a full route tree yet,
Right.
but he will. He has more routes than what DK has.
I agree.
DK is a spot up and go. AJ is put me in play, coach.
See, that's why I say
you know what I'm saying?
one is polished and one is raw.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily mean I'm not taking both of them because
I like both of them, but I think I think AJ will come along faster from the simple fact that he's been able to run more routes. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Caple's on YouTube
This
asking
man
if he got a
just keep on
haircut.
smiling.
Cable said Ramon got a fresh
this
cut.
man just looking for foolishness this morning. So let's give them foolishness. They want
Ramon,
foolishness.
yeah. Ramon got a fresh cut. Them edges look crispy. I was like, yeah, man. Ramon has been looking tall.
Somebody
for
tapped
weeks.
my bourbon over there too.
No, I don't know who tapped that. I asked Shape earlier. I was like, "Hey, what kind of foolishness is going on after we leave the studio?"
The 6 o'clock hour with 3HL's is called the after party. Just say that.
Velvet rope.
Coach Mac, Costa Rican monkeys in here. 2 Coach Macs. I don't know what's going on in here.
Blaine
when the lights
over
go
there,
out.
Don,
Yeah.
two
You know,
Dons.
between those 2 Coach Max, that's over 60 years of coaching experience.
It is. And that monkey, that's over 60 years of violence probably.
Easily, and you got the blue fist over there.
Power to the people.
Power to the people.
So 48 inches.
Dude.
That's 4 feet, Moan.
Pause.
Ron,
what?
You know you had to pause. Hit it one more time for him, Shape.
Pause.
That's the Slay pause.
That's you.
Oh, that was me.
We're not talking about
Hey,
Nick
man, that man
Foles.
foolish, man. Pause. When did I use that?
What are the stupid videos you did before
No,
you got
it was
hired
the one
on?
when it was the one where you're like young wild thing.
Yeah.
That was real.
Where you were going,
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I like
when you
it
were
right
lubed
there.
up on
I like it,
spirits.
and you were half in the bag.
Woo! Yeah.
Oh,
48
man.
inches, dude.
I mean, it was look. So tell me what the difference between a vert and a max vert is, because everybody's trying to dog it out. Because a max vert involves being able to run up a little bit before
Exactly.
the jump.
The vert is standing vert, standing still, and you got also the vert where you can put one leg back and explode into it. So it's still impressive. I think his standard vert was a 41.5 or something crazy like that. Like the man can jump.
Period.
It just sucks you didn't get more out of him at Tennessee, man.
And that's the thing, man. Listen, being able to talk to Coach Barnes, man, that's what he regretted about the whole season, not being able to get everything out of him. You know, Keon with Jaden Springer, not having the crowd there. That's, Forky. Like, it was so much, dude. It was so much.
Ron, I wanted to ask you that. How much did Coach Barnes mention the pandemic and that setting back that team?
That was huge.
Because you talked to him. Yeah. Hold on. One thing we didn't discuss, I don't know if y'all discussed it on 3HL, is this. At the spring game, you had a sit-down.
A long one.
And you ain't got to tell everything.
Yeah.
But Ron became counselor
Yeah,
A.
we went to the couch.
Y'all went to the couch. And I'm over there. I wanted to introduce myself to him. I was like, nah, I can't interrupt this.
Yeah, it was going in. So he was that pandemic, that was huge, man. He's a guy that's we all know, the faith he walks in and that camaraderie that he expects from his guys. Him always being in the gym. That says
Which
enough.
was a shocker to me, by the way. I thought you were lying, or that was just like a figure of speech.
That man right there.
Coach Barnes has a desk
in the gym.
Ain't no office for him.
No, and the desk is a dry erase board.
I didn't really.
So
realize that.
Yeah, and with a court on it. So he's up there drawing plays and doing all kind of stuff. But having that camaraderie built by the team is something that he leads by. If you can see me every day, and you can get around me, and off the court we can have conversations, that spills over to the team, and the team does the exact same thing. So they missed that, and in the spring, when the guys came in the summer, not being able to be around each other, having to work guys out one-on-one, and they still having to have distance between each other, 2 guys on the court max, then going all the way into the fall when they were starting to get traction, getting ready to go into the season, they had the COVID hit again where they all had to sit out.
Yeah.
So that stopped it again. So that was huge for him, man. And he knew what he could get out of Keon. And I think the biggest thing was his family trusted him. He spoke about his pops and his mom. Yeah, Keon's mom and pops a lot. And was like, man, they really entrusted me. He showed me a text from his pops and was like, man, I appreciate everything you got out of my son and talking to him real. So that right there says a lot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That pandemic was serious, man. That's why at the end of the season, when it was up with Fulkerson about coming back, to me it wasn't no question in my mind. The thing that I was leaning to was Keon.
Yeah.
Keon being able, because he loves that family atmosphere too. And that's the culture that he's created, that Coach Barnes has created up there. And Keon loves that. Like, this man was at the Webb School.
Yeah.
He had he could have left and went to IMG, Oak Hill Academy, anywhere. He stayed right there at the Webb School.
With his guys.
Stay with the same AAU team.
Which is rare.
Since 8th grade, EAB.
How rare is that?
That don't happen today.
How many times do a high prospect switch teams or schools?
And at least you can get a high school athlete that's a top 50 player switching schools 3 times. Easily. And not just switching schools in state. They going state to state switching schools. Wow. Like, the game is totally different now. That man, when you got a talent like him, he was playing with EAB. EAB, I believe, was on the 3 stripes circuit, Adidas. Easily, they can come to JMart if he's the pops and be like, hey, JMart, take Keon out of here, man. We can get your own team, Nike.
That's how it works?
Yeah, it's just, you want your own team? We got an undisclosed amount.
This is somebody coming to Jason for his son and say,
get CG your own team.
Get CG her own team.
That's easy. And that's 1 year.
Yeah.
Then the next year, Under Armour may come behind it. Then Adidas may come back. Like, man, it's crazy, man. It's a crapshoot.
So 3 of the top 5 picks in 2018 in the NBA draft. DeAndre Ayton went 1.
Mm-hmm.
Luka went 3 because the Hawks traded that pick to Dallas.
Yep.
And then they took Trae Young at 5.
Yep.
Right now, Luka or Trae Young?
Listen, man.
Because you want to talk about a difficult question to ask.
Exactly. And this was heavy on my mind last night, man. I'm glad you brought that up, JMart. 1, I would take Trae Young. To me, because it's just something to me about Europeans, and there's no knock on them. It's about the European game, the way
Take that out of context, please, Schaefer. And cut it out.
Well, there's no way this ends well.
Listen,
What do you
man,
mean by that, Ron?
Because they don't have the same grit and grind that we have.
Okay.
Off the court or on the court. It's a way and when you get to the NBA, you see all the flopping and all that stuff and all that's going on and the softness of it. That's not the way you come up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Europe
is that the way you viewed Dirk too?
Yes.
Dirk was an unbelievable player, but Dirk
but so
Dirk
soft.
had soft isn't even necessarily what I would call it. It's almost just like there was a cushion.
Mm-hmm.
There was definitely a cushion. The way he played a really smooth
Yep.
game.
Yeah.
Yep.
But he wasn't
Porzingis?
rangy. He wasn't angular.
Nope.
Porzingis another.
He was, but I'll tell you a story about
Powell.
him.
Powell would be an example.
Yeah, Powell was one.
Okay.
This was Dirk. To your point, which is the same about Luka. They start like that at 10, and their whole background is soccer. And when you watch soccer, I don't care what's going on. It could be a thump. Dude, they're going to fall down and fall out like they just been shot.
Yeah.
And they carry that same mindset over to basketball,
Okay.
which creates a problem in the game of basketball. So I'm looking at Luka, and I'm like, even though he's played EuroLeague at an early age and everything and really played well against some adults, I was like, he can flourish, but Trae Young, what you saw him doing at Oklahoma, shooting that ball from that far, that man different, man.
Which weird, man. But in the last half of his season at OU, I was like, this dude's trying to be Steph Curry, and he's not Steph Curry.
Yep.
His percentage was down, but he was taking bad shots, and he was just chucking the ball left and right.
Yep.
So I was like, I don't know about this in the NBA. I was wrong.
Yeah. But you know what they call that, Jay? They call that a freshman wall.
Yeah.
And that's all it was. All that pressure on him. Like, he was still averaging 20.
Yeah.
But his percent, like you said,
It
his
was like
percentage
20
dropped.
on like 19
Yeah,
shots.
you know what I mean? So it was bad. It looked bad. You know what I mean? And then they were winning so much early. They got in the conference playing what freshmen don't understand. The tape is out by then.
Yeah.
So we got a way to stop you. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And he didn't get to adjust well. But, man, I'm taking Trae Young all day. And I like to say this. The media is dead wrong because if Luka was doing this, what Trae Young is doing, they have him back in the MVP race. And that is the NBA's problem, trying to make it go global.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Look at what they, like Giannis, Luka.
Yeah.
Like, there's no reason for him to be in year 3 and be talking about he's in the MVP discussion.
Yeah.
Come on, man. And your team
Too
is struggling to
soon.
get in the playoffs.
Too soon.
Come on, dog.
He's-
Game 1, he go off. Luka's doing this in the conference final. I mean, Trey's doing this in the conference finals.
And he's doing it against a former league MVP and a guy that I think is super overrated in Middleton.
Hey, dude.
I love Middleton. Middleton as a 2 is just a lie.
And let alone
It's just
that,
a lie.
let alone that, a guy that's super underrated in Drew Holiday.
Yeah. Even
You
though
talking
he
about
hasn't
dude that can
been
play?
at his best in
Yeah,
the
he
last.
hasn't. But I'm just saying,
Yeah.
that dude, think back 2 years ago when there was the Pelicans, they had Cousins and Rondo and Anthony Davis. He was the catalyst for that.
But you look at Trae Young. Trae Young's not going anywhere, guys.
No,
So
no.
even
Trae
to that-
Young, Trae Young might be the new Reggie Miller.
To that point, though, or was it you brought it up earlier when we were speaking about, like, he was like, you feel like Atlanta doesn't really deserve it. And I'm watching the game last night with the boys, RJ and Miles, and we're sitting there watching the game, and they were gushing over Trae, and I'm like, man, him and Collins.
Yeah.
But I'm looking
That's
like,
a great young
is
duo.
that a good start? Like, this is Collins' second team already, too, I think,
Nah,
in the trade.
And they're sitting there with Capella, too.
Yeah, I ain't sure. I thought Collins, he might have been in Atlanta. He might have came from somewhere else.
Okay,
though.
or either he's just super young, but I'm
He
looking
that's
at it,
what
I'm
it
like,
is. That's what it is.
is this the start of something
Man,
for
that's
them?
a great young duo, dude. And then they got Herter. Then you got Bogdanovich, who can
Yeah,
flat
Collins
out
is always
dude.
he's
always been in
been.
that.
He's
But
always
he was
been
just
there? Okay.
young, so you got to
2017.
think they had a guy like Damian Jones that went to Vanderbilt there that came in and who was supposed to fill that spot. Got rid of him, brought Clint Capella in, totally
Yeah.
changed the dynamic of it. And everything he was doing in Houston, he brought there.
Yeah.
Collins worked on his game, be able to stretch the floor, shoot the 3. Now you can stand out there with Capella.
Yeah.
Look at all
Capella's
that athleticism. dude.
Capella is a more versatile Serge Ibaka
Yeah.
at this point in time
Yep.
in his career.
No,
Then, go ahead.
no mistake that Atlanta's in the conference final right now.
Yeah, it's a mistake.
It's a mistake.
Yeah, but I will say they're playing with house money. But no, who would have bet on them to do this?
Who
They
would have
fired
bet
their
on
coach.
Phoenix?
Yeah. Nah. I wouldn't have bet on Phoenix in the beginning of the year, but as we saw them
evolve,
the maturation of them throughout the season, and we knowing if Chris Paul can stay healthy, one of the floor generals, listen, what he did going to Houston compared to what he did to OKC when he had the ball in his hand, that OKC team was terrible.
Yeah.
They went to the playoffs.
Yeah.
So if you give them to Phoenix with some teams that had confidence coming out of the bubble and didn't believe it, you're a problem.
Slay, you're in the studio, and you're just going to hang with us as long as we want you to. But
you know how we,
we can. You know how we end the third. You know how we end the third hour.
How we end the third hour?
Birthdays.
Heck yeah!
And you're
I've
here
been waiting on this.
today.
Hell yeah! I ain't gotta say no heck. Hell yeah! This Ratchet Television and TV, all that.
That's next. JMart and Ramon, 104.5 The Zone.
Brandon Tower.
Coming up today with Buck Rising.
We'll get the insights on Rocky Top with the latest on Caden Salter from our buddy Trey Wallace. Mike Keith, voice of the Titans, will join us as well. And a little bit of Julio Jones discussion with our friend Ted Wynn of The Athletic.
The Buck Rising Show. Today, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. on 104.5 The Zone.
Hey, it's JMart. Let me tell you a little bit about Lee Company. Have you thought about taking your career in the trades to the next level? You should consider working for Lee Company. Right now, Lee Company hiring for plumbers, electricians, HVAC techs, handymen. This is all levels, all locations, and Lee Company has 13 community offices all across Middle Tennessee. That includes Southern Kentucky. It includes Northern Alabama. You can choose to work close to where you live. You can also choose to work for one of the best companies in our community, in the country. Great benefits, including free training through Lee Company University. So if it's a skill set where you need to, maybe knock some of the rust off or even learn a new skill, you can do it through Lee Company University, a positive company culture where you can thrive. Again, they're hiring plumbers, electricians, handymen, HVAC techs, all levels, all locations. Now's the time. Maybe it's time for a career change or a step in the right direction. Lee Company University, all of it. Check them out online, leecompany.com/careers. Find out where your next job could be with Lee Company.
Who decided you have to be on the golf course to get a mulligan? Download the TwinSpires Sportsbook app right now, and you'll unlock a good old-fashioned mulligan up to $1,000 if your opening bet misses the win column. Just use code FREE1000 and take your swing with up to a $1,000 risk-free bet at TwinSpires Sportsbook. Void where prohibited. For terms and conditions, visit twinspires.com. Offer valid for new players only. Must be 21 and over and physically present in Tennessee to bet. For help with a gambling problem, call or text the Tennessee Red Line at 800-889-9789.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-777-1979. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-777-1979. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-777-1979. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds, too. Call 800-777-1979. 800-777-1979.
One of the most important decisions you'll ever make is who to trust when it's time to sell your home. Hey, it's Mickey Ryan, and whether you need to upsize or downsize, or you just want to take advantage of this crazy red-hot market, Mark Spain Real Estate is the most trusted real estate team in the U.S. They've earned over 5,000 five-star reviews, and their guaranteed offer makes selling your home easy and stress-free with no showings, no open houses, and zero stress. Don't worry about the hassle of constant cleaning and making costly repairs. Mark Spain Real Estate has been in the business for over 25 years. They've served over 25,000 families, and they know what matters most, a quick sale and maximum profit. Sell your home hassle-free with the strongest cash offer in the industry. One of their clients, Joshua, said, we got a guaranteed offer on our home, and it was easy. We skipped the showings and repairs. We had an all-cash offer for more than we expected and sold our home in less than a month. There are no showings, no open houses, no stress. It's that simple. Find out what Mark Spain's guaranteed offer would be on your home. There's There's no obligation. Just go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing, or call 855-299-SOLD.
Well, housing prices here are through the roof, and that means you're probably sitting on a ton of home equity. Maybe it's time to turn that equity into cash you can use now. Hey, it's Dawn Davenport here talking about Loan Pronto. Loan Pronto can refinance your loan at a super low rate, pay the closing costs for you, and get you a bunch of cash out. I mean, like tens of thousands of dollars. Don't just sit on that home's new value. Use it. Use it to pay off your credit cards. Use it to consolidate other debt. Use it to make your home even more valuable with a new kitchen, maybe a new bathroom. Loan Pronto's all digital platform makes it fast and easy. You can get a big check in 2 weeks. And if you act now, you can even skip your next 2 house payments. Call Loan Pronto now, 615-499-5780, or go to loanpronto.com. Ask about the Loan Pronto zero cost cash out refi, 615-499-5780. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval, zero cost option not available on all loans.
Time is running out on the hottest financing deal of the year at Genesis Diamonds. You have until June 30th to take advantage of this, so don't waste time. Right now, pick any item at Genesis, pay nothing down, and spread your payments over 5 years without paying a dime in interest. All GIA certified diamonds are included, so it's a great time to celebrate your love and upgrade her diamond. Or surprise her for your anniversary with a stunning eternity band or designer necklace. You're going to get the best Genesis price and lock in zero interest financing for 5 whole years with zero down. If you've had your eye on something, now is the time to make the move, because this offer makes everything more affordable. An $8,000 tennis bracelet for just $134 a month. A $6,000 diamond pendant, just $100 a month. An opportunity like this doesn't come around often, so don't miss this. Genesis will even be open this Sunday for your convenience. 5 years, zero interest financing with nothing down, now through June 30th. Only at Genesis Diamonds, Green Hills and Cool Springs, on approved credit.
SRM Concrete, a family-owned ready-mix supplier, is growing and hiring mixer operators and CDL drivers. SRM offers great insurance, matching 401k, and more. Must be 18 years or older with a clean background and MVR and either a Class A or B CDL. Visit SmyrnaReadyMix.com to apply today.
From the 104.5 The Zone Traffic Center.
Antioch, 24 westbound before Hickory Hollow Parkway. We've got an accident. Move to the right shoulder. Watch for stop-and-go traffic from San Ridley Parkway. Brentwood, 65 northbound at Old Hickory Boulevard. Accident is on the right shoulder. South Loop, 40 westbound at Church Street. We've got an accident on the Gore. This report brought to you by Genesis Diamonds. Right now at Genesis Diamonds, get the amazing low price Genesis is known for. Pay nothing down and take advantage of 5 years zero-interest financing. Take the price, divide by 60, that's your payment. Now for a limited time, only at Genesis Diamonds. I'm Christy O'Brien with traffic on your home for Titans football. 104.5 The Zone.
Welcome back to the Skullduggery. It's JMart and Ramon, 104.5 The Zone. On Twitter at JMart and Ramon. 11-year NFL veteran and Vol for Life Ramon Foster. Vol legend Ron Slay in the studio with us. Jonathan Schaefer, who's just a legend, period.
Yeah.
I'm Jason Martin.
Hey, man, do y'all know what Lil Ron does? He loses his head on the way to camp listening to y'all in the morning.
Yeah.
And it's all because of this dude behind the glass.
Yeah.
Like
He's the MVP, man.
Hey, man. Dude, he loved them sound effects.
Lone was undrafted. I was never drafted. He's the MVP.
I got it light, baby.
Come by with me, bro.
Time for birthdays.
I'm telling you.
I'm here for this.
I'll throw the sports ones out real quick. Bradley Chubb, 25 today.
Cleveland.
Kelechi Osemele, 32.
KC tore both his knees last year. Crazy.
Bradley Chubb is not in Cleveland.
Bradley Chubb, Denver.
Yeah.
I was thinking Nick Chubb.
Taj Gibson. Taj Gibson is 36 today.
Yeah, drafted by the Bulls.
Mm-hmm. Lionel Messi, 34.
International soccer riches.
And you can't make this up, man. We were talking about quarterbacks and moving and bridge years. Curtis Painter's 36 today.
Curtis Painter.
Coach.
Wow.
Because of course he is, because we mentioned him. Yes.
Ah, look at me. I'm done. I'm 1 for 1. I'm out of here. I'm gone.
George
I'm
Costanza.
going over here with the monkey.
You're George Costanza. I'll be here all week.
I'll be here all week. You got to hear the sound.
Solange Knowles is 35.
Hey, Beyonce, little sister. She has a really good following, by the way.
All right, now we actually do this for real.
Past all the black people and athletes.
All right. Apparently, we're being told our video is down.
What?
Is it?
I'll make it crash.
I think Shay forgot to turn it back
Oh.
on.
No, I made it crash.
It's back on.
All right.
It's back
Doggone
on.
it.
There we go.
I turn it back off.
All right. Minka Kelly is 41, Moan. Your favorite Minka Kelly role?
She was the mom and Love and Basketball.
Oh, my gosh.
Come on, man. Minka Kelly? Only Minka I know is Fitzpatrick.
That would have been a good
Or
guess.
You'd probably rather know
You
Minka
told
Kelly
me
if I'm being real with you.
I don't. You talk about Minka, I'm thinking about Ray Lewis' mink jacket. We can't talk about that. Never mind.
That was a reach. That was a reach. Minka Kelly was on a number of different things.
Like
Friday Night Lights would be one of them.
What role?
On TV. You didn't watch the show, did you?
Wasn't there another actress, Leighton Meester? Or
Yeah, Leighton Meester.
They
She
look
looks a lot
exactly
like
the
him.
same.
Yes, they look very. Leighton
Yeah.
Meester, I think, is a little more attractive.
You got a clue?
Nope. I'm going to the same movie theater with you.
Which one is that?
The
one that's playing Hoodlum, New Jack City.
Most definitely.
Menace to Society in the
heck
early
yeah. Boys in
90s.
the
Don't be a menace to South Central
Yeah.
while drinking your juice in the hood.
Yeah.
Leprechaun 4, Tales from the Hood.
All
Or
that.
Leprechaun in the
Tales
Hood.
from the Crypt.
Tales from the
everything.
Crypt.
All that.
Vampire in Brooklyn.
Yeah. Half-baked.
How high?
Yeah.
Above the rim.
Above the rim.
Above the rim. He got game.
Yeah. Jesus.
Jesus Shuttlesworth. That was basically Ron's recruiting business.
CB4.
Hey, no. Wait.
I got him. Mike is always hot.
Be real careful around these streets.
No. Come on.
Let me tell you who's safe on this show.
Birthdays, man.
Let me tell you who's safe on this show. Nobody.
Nobody.
Hey, man.
Let's go, Jay.
You were,
need to
you,
do
were
the
as safe,
birthdays.
you were as safe on this show as the Texas runner was a couple of days ago against Tennessee at home plate.
Yeah, exactly.
Out.
All the way.
Mindy Kaling's 42. Moan, your favorite Mindy Kaling role?
The Curious Case of Benjamin Button.
Moan, you're gonna be mad about this one if you can't figure this out.
sounded right.
Mindy K. Oh, The Office.
Okay, thank
Yes, Kelly
I ain't
Kapoor.
never seen that.
That I heard y'all talk about that day, and I never got a
ain't-
chance to address you on that either.
I ain't never
Yeah,
you.
Mindy.
Peter Weller is 74.
Peter Weller. He wasn't in American Gangster as the detective. Nope.
I'm all about that.
What about, was he in 28 Days Later?
He was not.
Was not.
Peter Weller played a character by the name. Do you know who Peter Weller is, Slay?
I ain't got a clue.
Okay. RoboCop.
Mm.
He was also in Sons of Anarchy.
Like you knew it.
Yeah, that was the
You know the movie.
one. That was the one.
You know the movie, not
I
the
remember when he
actor.
took the mask off
In what?
in RoboCop.
He was the RoboCop?
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
RoboCop.
He was
You don't remember he
RoboCop.
took the mask off?
Nope. I remember the mask. I remember the face.
Man, he
Don't
come
know
up
the
out
name.
that thing.
Mick
Said,
Fleetwood
"Look, it's
is
me."
74, Mon. Who's Mick Fleetwood?
Peter Weber.
Not a chance.
Was he a part of the band Fleetwood Mac?
Yes, and that's what I thought he would get that.
Look at my boy.
I thought you would get that.
Hey, that's all you need.
I
is
thought
one.
you would get it because you always will pick up on the name if it's something else. Like you were probably thinking that was going to be clever.
Fleetwood
But
Mac.
no, that's accurate.
Yep.
Fleetwood Mac.
Yep.
That's right.
That's accurate.
Mhm.
Jeff Beck is
Good on him.
77.
Jeff Beck.
No.
Casino Royale?
Close.
Which one? The original or remake?
Remake.
No.
Close.
Golly, what about Gangs of New York?
Close.
Nope.
Gangs of New York is starring that guy that actually played Lincoln, not the one you said played Lincoln.
What about The Color Purple?
Ooh.
What about The Color Wrong?
Oh, it felt right when you answered me right there.
I thought it was it, Mom.
Felt
I
right.
thought
never,
that was it.
Ramon, I hate when you say that, because all I can think of.
That's what she said.
It felt right.
Hey, by the way, Nancy Allen is 71. Favorite Nancy Allen role,
My
Mo?
dog got this one.
Nancy Allen.
Yeah. Get in there, Mom.
Come on.
Get in there,
Mike.
Mo.
Come on now.
Get in there.
Give me Sicario.
There it is. Kiss my.
Schaefer, do you know the answer to this?
She was also in RoboCop.
Correct.
You can't run it back.
Yeah, that ain't really fair, man. I'm gonna take that one to the court.
Yeah,
I'm taking that one to
absolutely.
the courts
Boys
right
in the
now.
Hood is what she was in there.
You, Aaron Rodgers.
I know Baby Ball loses it on that one.
Yeah, he did.
I'm happy for you for Nick Fleetwood.
Yeah.
Stevie Nicks is really sad that you got that one, but not Stevie Nicks a few weeks ago.
It felt right, man.
And that was spot on.
Cousin Andrew on
telling
YouTube
you.
as we go to break. Quote, get in there, Moan. Get in there, unquote. That's what she said. Thanks,
That's what she
Ron.
said.
Fourth hour of the show is next. Jay Martin and Moan, 104.5 The Zone.
Get in there.
Everything Titans. Your home for Titans football and the flagship for Titans radio. 104.5 The Zone.
This is Boomer Esiason with the CBS Sports Minute. Now that mini camps have come and gone, what is it that coaches hope to see in these 3 days of non-padded practice? Our sister station, WEEI in New England, put that question to former Patriots offensive line coach Dante Scarnecchia. One is, how well does the guy take coaching? How well he listens? How well he really applies what you're trying to get taught, Scarnecchia said. That's true for techniques, and that's true for the system that you have put in this spring. The 36-year NFL veteran assistant added that in minicamps, mental toughness is more important than physical toughness, especially when a team gets its first look at rookies. Can he take hard coaching, Scarnecchia asked. Can he do the things you want him to get done? Ultimately, he noted, you'll never know how well he can do until you get the pads on. Well, that's obvious. I'm Boomer Esiason.
Napa know-how.
Celebrate Dad all month at Napa with the Evercraft 100-piece screwdriver set for $19.99. To a regular person, that might seem like an excessive number of screwdrivers. But to Dad, that's just being prepared, like buying a paper map in case the GPS goes rogue. That's the Evercraft 100-piece screwdriver set for $19.99. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating locations while supplies last. Offer ends 6/30/21.
Guys, you can enhance your bedroom performance without a prescription with Legends XL. Legends XL is clinically shown to promote blood flow within 60 minutes the first time you use it.
Legends XL.
Its powerful nitric oxide booster helps promote the blood flow, stamina, drive, and confidence when you need it. Look, it works for me, it'll work for you too. So just try it.
Legends XL.
Legends XL, available at Walgreens and other fine retailers. Complete info at prophaselabs.com.
Ad paid for by OpenChart Concepts. Attention firefighters, members of the military, and airport workers. For decades, first responders and firefighters at military bases and airports used a chemical-based foam to fight fires. Studies have shown that chemicals used to make aqueous film-forming foam, or AFFF, are highly toxic to humans and have been associated with several types of cancer. If you or someone you know was exposed to AFFF and were diagnosed with any of these cancers, including kidney, bladder, prostate, pancreatic, lymphoma, leukemia, testicular, and neuroendocrine, then you should call us immediately because you may be entitled to significant cash compensation. Call us at 800-847-4961. Our experienced attorneys will fight to get you the compensation you deserve, and you pay nothing unless we get a recovery in your favor. Time is limited to file the claim, so call us now, 800-847-4961. Operators are standing by 24/7, so don't wait. 800-847-4961. That's 800-847-4961. Again, 800-847-4961.
Staples Connect has innovative tools for small business and remote workers and learners. This week, get 30% back in Staples Store bonus when you buy any 2 ink cartridges. In-store only offer N626, limit 4. Visit staplesconnect.com/store bonus. Staples Connect, the working and learning store.
We all know selling your home can be stressful. Hi, this is Mark Spain, and with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, it doesn't have to be. You can sell your home hassle-free and close in as little as 21 days. You can forget the painting, constant cleaning, and all the hassle. And at Mark Spain Real Estate, we respond fast. There's no showings, no open houses, no stress. With Mark Spain Real Estate, you can work with the most trusted real estate team in the U.S. and close with confidence. Get a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate and sell your home hassle-free. Receive the strongest cash offer in the industry and close in as little as 21 days. The Wall Street Journal ranks Mark Spain Real Estate the #1 #1 real estate team in America out of more than 2 million realtors 3 years in a row. Our client Jeff said, when we decided to sell our home, we chose the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. They made the process of selling our home simple and stress-free. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
855-299 sold.
Certain restrictions apply.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-777-1979. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-777-1979. That's 800-777-1979. For $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with. Call Big Lou at 800-777-1979. 800-777-1979.
College Hunks Hauling Junk and Moving is hiring for full and part-time employees to fill roles in all departments. We offer up to $20 per hour, company-paid health insurance, and 401k. Go to collegehunkshaulingJunk.com or call 615-934-2857 to apply today.
Divorce is never easy, but it's important to have an attorney who understands the personal and financial ramifications. Everett Law. We will be here when you're ready. Visit us at everettlaw.net or 615-244-8665.
Nashville's grand tradition is back. Iroquois Steeplechase is Saturday, June 26th at Percy Warner Park. It's the first major live event back in Nashville. It's time to celebrate with your friends again. Get your tailgating tickets now at iroquoissteeplechase.org/tailgating. A portion of the proceeds adds to the more than $10 million Steeplechase has donated to local charities. For more information, visit 1045thezone.com.
From the 104.5 The Zone Traffic Center.
South Loop, 40 westbound at Church Street. We've got an accident clearing on the Gore. Brentwood, Edmondson Pike. Between Old Smyrna Road and Cloverland Drive, the road is blocked due to an overturned vehicle. 65 northbound at Old Hickory Boulevard. We've got a crash on the right shoulder. And Hermitage, Old Hickory Boulevard, an accident north of Lebanon Pike. This report brought to you by Genesis Diamonds. Right now at Genesis Diamonds, get the amazing low price Genesis is known for. Pay nothing down and take advantage of 5-year 0-interest financing. Take the price, divide by 60, that's your payment. Now for a limited time, only at Genesis Diamonds. I'm Christy O'Brien with traffic on your home for Titans football. 104.5 The Zone.
Your home for Titans in Falls football. 104.5 The Zone. WGFX Gallatin, Nashville. A Cumulus station. Trending now at 104.5 The Zone.
It is 9:03. Good morning. I'm Jonathan Schaefer. For Vanderbilt last night in Omaha, it was survive and advance.
The 1-0 to Young. And it goes over the head of the catcher. It's a wild pitch, and Vanderbilt wins it. The champs are not done. A 2-run, 2-out rally in the bottom of the ninth, and a game-winning wild pitch gives Vanderbilt the 6-5 walk-off win.
Kevin Kugler with the national call on Westwood 1. 6-5 victory for the Doors means they will play NC State on Friday at 1 o'clock. If they win that, play the Wolfpack again on Saturday at 1 in order to advance to the championship series. The Doors rallied from a 4-0 deficit last night. Speaking of thrilling wins, had one of those over in the East Nashville area at Nissan Stadium. Nashville SC earned a hard-fought, come-from-behind 3-2 win over Toronto FC. Luke Hawkinson scored 2 goals, his first 2 goals in MLS play, including the game winner in the 92nd minute. Boys in Gold play again at Nissan Stadium Saturday, hosting CF Montreal. Trae Young, 48 points, leading Atlanta to a 116-113 win over the Milwaukee Bucks in Game 1 of the NBA Eastern Conference Finals. Young also had 7 rebounds and 11 assists. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and the Vols. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Do I have everybody's attention now?
Now it's time for Jason Martin and Ball for Life Ramon Foster.
Powered by all 4 Seasons Garage Doors.
Together, they are JMart and Ramon on 104.5 The Zone.
Fourth hour of the program, hashtag fastest 4 hours in radio is upon you. It's upon all of us. It's JMart and Ramon here on 104.5 The Zone, powered by All Four Seasons Garage Doors right here in Nashville, along with 11-year NFL veteran and Ball for Life Ramon Foster, Jonathan Schaefer, Ron Slay hanging out as well. And the spirits are not on the side of the table. That's a good piece of news.
Man.
I wish they were.
I see the Aquapana over there.
Yeah, I'm hydrating for later.
Always stay hydrated, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Got to stay hydrated. Got to stay hydrated.
Eddie
Mom,
Lane.
what's wrong?
You see her tweet?
There's too many things coming in for me to see them all.
So she said, J. Martin Ramon. Hey, all you cool cats and kittens.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't know that I get it.
But Ron comes in like the Tiger King. Guess what?
Guess what, Tom Brady?
That's good, Petty Lane. I appreciate it.
Jeremy Cuss gets top observation.
What'd he say? What'd he say?
He's on Twitter. He says, all this Euro talk, Slay clearly hasn't ever seen Harden play. Meaning he's soft. Meaning he's soft.
Okay, so.
I actually gained a lot of respect for Harden for even trying. And playing 53 minutes in a closeout game, even if he was a shell of himself.
And this is the thing. When it comes to situations like that, it's totally different watching the game on TV.
Mm-hmm.
If you go watch Harden play,
Mm-hmm.
totally different. This guy's 6'4", 6'5", running around.
Yes.
And those fouls that you see flailing his head back, he's busting through them guys too. So I wouldn't say Harden is soft. I might go to a game before I say that.
I told you, I've seen when we saw Golden State play, I was texting you during the game about like, hey, it's more physical than I thought.
Yeah.
The guys in the post, for sure, I was like, okay, now I see why you was buying those Nike padded spandex and stuff. Like, you was wearing football spandex out
serious.
there.
Yeah.
Bonus top, Mr. Caples, fastest 4 hours means the hours move fast. Hashtag Irvin tweets.
See, y'all hard on my guy, Magic. Y'all so hard on Magic.
No, I'm not going to take that. His tweets are terrible.
It's not him,
horrible.
man. That ain't
I
him,
don't
man.
care. It's got his name on it.
What's hilarious is it actually isn't. They've actually asked him. He's like, I wish that it was mine because it's become a thing. But there's somebody in the PR department with the Lakers that was handling his Twitter account back in 2018 and stuff when some of this stuff happened. I'm like, well, you need to fire that person.
That is.
Magic up, man.
That is.
You need to fire that. But yeah, it still ain't good, and he's back in charge of it now.
Hey, man.
Magic up.
They can't do a goat like that.
So we were talking about big flubs because, of course, the wild pitch last night that got Vanderbilt past. Kayfabe Mayfabe says, what about June 10th, 2010? Armando Galarraga on the cusp of a perfect game. We all remember this. 1 out left. Jim Joyce, umpire mistakenly calls Jason Donald safe at first. Should have been out. Cost him a perfect game. That was the Tigers.
That was tough.
I remember that.
Yeah, feel bad for that ump in terms of you could tell the very next game how much he was just like,
Yeah, I don't feel bad for the ones in the Tennessee-Texas game, though.
No, not at all.
I don't feel bad for them at all.
And see, people keep saying, though, that you can't blame that on the loss.
No, I agree with that to a degree.
Yeah, but what about the chain of events that it sets off?
Well, it definitely changed the mental makeup.
You know what I'm saying?
It can crush you.
Yeah, like that's
call like that.
Especially they ain't been there. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, Tennessee didn't play up to the par either, but I'm just saying, like the chain of events that set off after that.
Sound like Vol Twitter right now.
Another chain of events, Ron. I asked you during the break, what does that vert do for Keon?
Yeah,
and
and
you said
he jumped him right into the top 5 to me.
Top 5.
I think he was top 10 already.
Mm-hmm.
But that right there, that jumped him right up there, man. I see him, Cade Cunningham, Mobley from USC, Jalen, Green that was on the G League Elite team, and then Keon.
Wow.
Speaking of Vols, a little bit of news. Caden Salter's gone.
As expected.
And we were saying, I even said it like 2 breaks ago, and we've talked about it off air since this incident happened. No way he survives this.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't good enough. He hadn't shown it. He was not good enough to overcome making multiple mistakes. So he's been dismissed from the football program, according to VolQuest and Rivals.com.
And you put that coach in a horrible spot. He hasn't even been able to get his feet wet, to have a season under him. So as a guy trying to set a culture, you can't even if they 2 years, 3 years in with 2 winning seasons, a bowl game win, maybe I can put you on the back burner and hide you a little bit. You don't even give me a chance, dude.
At this point now, he can't even justify why to even be there.
Yep.
One, he's had zero, just nothing positive towards the team at all.
Totally.
We all leave the nest going to college, man, and these are the things that happen. We make our own decisions. That's why I loved college. That's why, honestly, I wanted to be a few hours away because I wanted to find out who I was. Could I handle being on my own? That's where I was. Like, can I handle being on my own? Even I didn't care if it was a 5-6 hour drive back home. I had to think about it. Even with you, 2.5, 3 hours to come back here. Your mom couldn't just tap on the door when she wanted to. She did when she went to Sevierville, but you were still solo dolo.
Yeah, without question.
And these are the types of situations I'm sure you were either around, saw somebody else, but never a part of.
Yeah. And the thing is, Mo, like, you look at these situations, it was no different now than it was then outside of social media.
Yeah.
Like, everything was still accessible. You could do maybe even more accessible back then.
Very
you know what I'm
much
saying? So you still had decisions to be made, man. It was that's tough.
I mean, look, Caden Salter,
tough.
the reporting was just like he didn't have a great arm.
We saw
the film kind of lied a little bit on that. So the skills were not there to where he could make mistakes.
Right.
He hadn't shown any value yet. And even, I think maybe he had disappointed.
And can I clear this up? This isn't a pour on him situation.
No, it's not.
This was an unspoken thing that a lot of people knew, but nobody said.
Nobody said. Yep.
Okay, just to clear that, this ain't pour on to stump him while he's on the ground. No. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I mean, there's not really. I mean, I'm just saying, like, he wasn't. There was no equity created here where he was going to get away with this.
No.
He just, like, you had the one mistake. Okay, people make mistakes. We've talked about it.
That's okay.
I couldn't get Mike Heath to fess up, but we've done some dumbass things in our lives.
Yeah.
All of us. All four of us. I can promise you that.
Without question.
Really stupid
Without
stuff.
question. Especially the dude behind the glass.
Especially Schaefer. Just embarrassing on a regular basis. Schaefer's done things today that'll make you blush.
He has.
Just over the last 3 hours. But Schaefer makes plays. Schaefer makes plays.
He does make plays.
That's that's the answer to every question about somebody's problem. And I don't care what they do in their life. Just ask this question. Yeah, but do they make plays?
Right.
If they make plays, they're going to get away with a whole heck of a lot more in whatever. I'm not even talking about in sports. I'm saying use that analogy in life. If you watch people to get off on things, like get off on the things that they do,
right.
I know a lot of them, they do it because they make plays.
Yeah.
Case in point, the whole situation with the way it broke down with us in Pittsburgh, not even screwed the AB situation. All of us has had something, whether it's been late to a meeting, whether it's wrong dress code for a road trip, whether it's big guys and small guys like weighing in too heavy, weighing in too light, bad plays, missing periods in practice. The one of the things Coach T always said, your importance to this team is based off my emotional bank with you. Period. Whether you make plays for me, whether I like you a little bit more because you do something outside of what you do for the team, but as soon as that runs out, you run out.
Yeah, that's tough.
You know, that's the world that you live in, and that's what sports kind of forces you. When Tiger was making his comeback, what did Nike put out there? That campaign, winning cures all. The emotional bank that you can have with somebody because of what you do in the sports world. Okay, I remember one of the players, and we know it because it was documented, James Banks.
Yeah.
Ron.
Yeah.
You remember how he was.
Without question.
The reason he got so many chances at Tennessee is because what he did his freshman and sophomore year. It probably wasn't a better player on those teams when he came in with what he did. Now, I'm probably speaking out of context a little bit, but
you're not.
James Banks, Ron, you was there for a year of it, I think.
Yep. You're not.
It wasn't nothing he couldn't do wrong at Tennessee.
All.
And that ran him into the ground just being real because he got away with it. But in the sports world as a coach, man, and Ron, you've coached, certain players get away with a little bit more.
Yeah, you let that leash out a little bit more because what you're going to bring to the game, that's very important. And I say to this, to Salter, you can't do the same mistake over and over. You can have mistakes. It can't be the same one over and over. You ain't learned nothing.
Yeah.
You ain't learned anything. So
and to those that look at one of them, they're like, well, that shouldn't be an infraction anyway.
The weed thing?
The problem is this.
Come on now.
Whether you agree or disagree with that, it's a rule now.
Yeah,
you still have to follow the rules. Here's the thing. You can go out and speed, right? Like if I get in my car, I can go 80 on the way home in a 70. If I get stopped, I can be ticked and say, that's a bogus law.
Yep.
Yeah. Still going to get a ticket.
Regardless.
And I'm still going to have to pay it because I still broke that rule. Like, if you don't like the rule has to change before you can not abide by that rule, or at least potentially face consequences if you break that rule.
And if you do it again, they got something for you. They're going to take that license, let them points add up. So you can keep doing it, and they can keep being bogus then until you can't drive. Then what? So now he can no longer drive.
He can no longer. Like, it's the same thing. If he'd have did something else, like steal something out of the corner store, all right, that's a new trick.
Right.
Okay, we're good.
Yeah.
But 2 weed situations or whatever, or it was a kick dough with the weed, and now it's this. Like, come on, dog.
Just not being smart.
No.
At the quarterback position.
Not being smart and never making plays. No, that's right. At the quarterback position.
Come on, man.
At the quarterback position. That probably wasn't going to work out.
Especially
and mind you this, too. The quarterbacks that I know we're up against, the quarterbacks in the NFL right now is his type if he develops better. Athlete, able to move the pocket and make plays. You are part of what the plan is in the NFL right now.
You got to untie. You've got both of your shoes tied together. The laces are tied together, and you keep falling over. You either take the shoes off or unlace them and make sure that they're laced properly because you're tripping over your own feet.
Yep.
That's rough.
Oh,
absolutely rough. Brad Willis, Tennessee Sports Hall of Fame. He's set to join us next. Finally getting to that induction ceremony for Mike Keith.
Man.
Doesn't mean I'm not going to clown him, though.
Yes, you
Be right back. It's JMart and Ramon, 104.5 The Zone.
More Vols and SEC talk than anywhere else in Nashville. The 3HL with Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, and Ron Slay. This afternoon starting at 3 on 104.5 The Zone.
How does Comcast Business compare to AT&T Business? Well, let's start with internet speed. With Comcast Business, you can get speeds up to 10 gigs for your small business. With AT&T, nope, just 1 gig. That means Comcast Business offers speeds 10 times faster than AT&T's. Comcast Business also helps protect all your connected devices, while with AT&T, only some devices are covered. You can also get access to 19 million Wi-Fi hotspots nationwide with Comcast. With AT&T, also nope. What about advanced coverage and bandwidth control with Wi-Fi Pro? Well, with AT&T, that'd be nope again. Triple nope, technically speaking. So don't settle for AT&T Business. Comcast Business delivers more complete solutions for small businesses. Comcast Business, powering possibilities. Restrictions apply. 10 gigs available with Ethernet dedicated internet. Actual speeds vary.
Some things are just true. Like Geico makes it easy to save on boat insurance. And also, buying a boat is way more fun than buying a goat.
Hey, Sam. Nice boat.
Oh, thanks. Hey, I heard you were getting one.
No, I actually said I was going to buy a goat. And, well.
Switch to Geico, and you could save hundreds on boat insurance. It's just true.
One of the most important decisions you'll ever make is who to trust when it's time to sell your home. Hey, this is Don Davenport from 3HL, and whether you need to upsize, downsize, or just want to take advantage of this red-hot market, Mark Spain Real Estate is the most trusted real estate team in the U.S. They've earned over 5,000 five-star reviews, and their guaranteed offer makes selling your home easy and stress-free. No showings, no open houses, no stress. Don't worry about the hassle of constant cleaning and making costly repairs. Mark Spain Real Estate has been in the business for over 25 years and has served over 25,000 families. They know what matters most. A quick sale, maximum profit. Sell your home hassle-free with the strongest cash offer in the industry. One of their clients, Joshua, got a guaranteed offer and said, "We skipped the showings and repairs and had an all-cash offer for more than we expected and sold our home in less than a month." Find out what Mark Spain's guaranteed offer would be on your home. No obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. markspain.com and start packing, or call 855-299-SOLD.
More than 80% of hospitals and other healthcare employers are now looking to hire nurses holding a bachelor's degree. If you want to become a nurse and need an affordable nursing program, Aspen University wants to speak with you about our accelerated hybrid BSN. Want to learn more? Just text SERVE to 323232 right now. Most courses are online. You'll attend campus for your labs and complete your clinicals within our network of healthcare partners. Plus, if you need more flexibility, we offer nights and weekend schedules. Text SERVE to 323232 right now. If If you want to become a nurse, now is the time. There's no wait list. Applying is free and takes just a few minutes. Don't wait. Spaces are limited. Text SERVE to 323232 to learn more. Text the word SERVE to 323232 right now. Text SERVE to 323232. The total cost of your degree program will vary depending upon the courses taken, transfer credits awarded, and fees incurred. Employment statistics are from the AAC and Research Brief, published in December 2020. Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Message and data rates may apply.
Prescription products require an online consultation. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information.
My husband's ED was affecting our marriage. When he first started experiencing ED, it was difficult for both of us. We didn't know who to talk to about it or where to get help. HIMS was our answer. HIMS connected my husband with a licensed provider online. He was able to get medication to treat his ED at a fraction of the price people pay for the name brand. It was delivered to our door, and guess what? Our sex life is back. It works.
Right now, get your first online provider's visit totally free when you go to forhims.com/love. Yep, free. No copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. Just the care you need.
Thanks to HIMS, we got our sex life and our marriage back.
To start your free online visit, go to this exclusive address, forhims.com/love. That's forhims.com/love for your free online visit. forhims.com/LOVE.
Ad paid for by OpenJar Concepts. Attention firefighters, members of the military, and airport workers. For decades, first responders and firefighters at military bases and airports used a chemical-based foam to fight fires. Studies have shown the chemicals used to make aqueous film-forming foam, or AFFF, are highly toxic to humans and have been associated with several types of cancer. If you or someone you know was exposed to AFFF and were diagnosed with any of these cancers, including kidney, bladder, prostate, pancreatic, lymphoma, leukemia, testicular, and neuroendocrine, then you should call us immediately because you may be entitled to significant cash compensation. Call us at 800-847-4961. Our experienced attorneys will fight to get you the compensation you deserve, and you pay nothing unless we get a recovery in your favor. Time is limited to file the claim, so call us now, 800-847-4961. Operators are standing by 24/7, so don't wait. 800-847-4961. That's 800-847-4961. Again, 800-847-4961.
Do you have concrete around your home that's settling and creating a safety hazard? Call United Structural Systems. No need to rip out and replace concrete. USS uses polyurethane injection to level and repair your settling concrete. Call 615-227-2275 or USSTN.com.
Geico for your boat. See how much you could save at geico.com today. Need a job? We can help. Visit tnjobfair.com to see who's hiring. tnjobfair.com.
Ramon, 104.5 The Zone. Yeah, I can let this one play.
Absolutely. Magic was made on this beat.
No doubt. Ramon Foster, that was his voice. No magic ever made by that. Ron Slay,
Yeah.
occasional magic made.
Yeah.
He is the Pied Piper after all. Jonathan Schaefer.
He is. If y'all ever want to go anywhere, go with Ron Slay.
For real, unless you're trying to get a brunch table in Knoxville after the orange and white game.
That day. That was
But
the
you
only
tried.
time. And the girl almost took the bait.
She almost did.
Silly. In the words
Should
of
have
my
took
boy.
the bait.
Absolutely should have taken the bait.
Took the bait.
Tennessee Sports Hall of Fame Class of 2021 special presented by the Tennessee Titans, airing this Saturday. We're finally here. June the 26th, televised special event. It's a little bit different than I've been to this in the past, but the pandemic's kind of changed up how they're doing it. We have Brad Willis with us on the line of the Tennessee Sports Hall of Fame. You may know him a little bit from his time here at 104.5 Zone as well. Brad, what's going on, my friend?
What's up, Brad?
Good morning, fellas. How is everybody?
We can't complain. It's ridiculous around here. So tell us now that we're finally here, how excited everybody is to do this whole thing and get it out there and it being streamed online and major channels taking it and all of this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. It's it's kind of it's a project that last year was born out of necessity, and we got such great feedback on it that, the idea was, well, even if we have a banquet, let's do another TV show. And so, thankfully, News Channel 5 Plus is the TV partner here in Nashville. And, all 6 TV partners that we had last year, when we went back to them this year, said, yeah, well, we're excited. We'll run it again, which is great, which means we didn't screw it up too bad last year, which is nice. But, it's a lot of hard work. It's really kind of the culmination of a year-long process, of gathering nominations and going through the process and narrowing those down, and then going through the process of narrowing them down again, and then making them aware and starting to tell their stories a little bit. And so Saturday night, when you tune in to News Channel 5 Plus and watch this 2-hour special, you're gonna hear all about the class of 2021. You're gonna hear about our honorees, of which we have a great number. And of course, Derrick Henry is our Tennessean of the year. You're going to get to hear from him. We had a chance to sit down and talk with Derrick Henry for the show. And so really excited, really proud of how it turned out, and can't wait for everybody to get to see it.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting on how this goes. And just to ask you, though, because it's not a small moment. This is a big moment right here. But how is the reaction to the people who receive their flowers whenever they're inducted into the Hall of Fame? Like, what's the the general feeling that they tell you, like, man, this is awesome, or where do they stand, more speechless, or what?
It's a great question. It's funny. A lot of times the people that we induct have moved on to the next phase of their life. Athletics is behind them, and they've moved on, whether they're owning their own business, or maybe at this point they're retired. And a lot of them have kids and they have grandkids that maybe never saw mom, dad, grandma, granddad do what they did that made them, so famous or so well renowned. And a lot of times this is a great opportunity for them to be able to say to their family, or for their family to be able to kind of witness what a big deal mom or dad, was. And so I think a lot of times that's kind of the realization that hits, is that, you're being recognized for something that you did that admittedly, may be pretty far in your rearview mirror. It's honestly, it never gets old, delivering the news, because I think that for anyone who spent any kind of significant time on anything, not just athletics,
Right.
but if you recognize them after the fact as being, above the rest, it certainly carries a lot of weight.
So when you look at this class, I know we talked to you about this at one point before. Obviously, one of your very closest friends in Mike Keith is going in, somebody that's been associated with the Tennessee Sports Hall of Fame in terms of on the other side of the podium for a long, long time. But how did you come to the decisions on some of the folks that are a little bit maybe deeper down the list, more unknown? What was that process like?
The process plays out over the period of a couple of months, really. So a lot of people ask how we get nominations. And the answer to that question is we get them from the general public. We get them from across the state. We get them from former teammates. We get them from former, players that want to nominate, coaches, all those kinds of things. So a lot of times we'll get these nuggets, these stories that here in Middle Tennessee, we may not even be aware of. When we get those, we divide them out. We have an 18-member board, and that board is divided into all 3 divisions of the state of Tennessee. So, for example, someone who it was either born or spent most of their time in West Tennessee, they would be under consideration from the West Tennessee portion of our board. I'll give you an example. This past year in East Tennessee, we had 48 nominees to consider on the kind of the first pass, and they had to get that group from 48 down to 7. Which is no easy task. I mean, there are a lot of really deserving names that are still sitting there in the stack to still be considered. So it's a process. I mean, it really is. And, a lot of times, that process is, comparing, biographical information, statistics, what they meant to their community, both before, during, and after their athletic career, what they've done afterward, how they've given back. And really, kind of what they've meant. And we've got a great story this year that you'll hear about Saturday night. A young man, he's still young. He's in his 40s. His name's Brandon Rowland. He's from Jackson, Tennessee. He had a congenital heart condition. It wasn't a heart condition as much as it was a clotting condition that required both of his legs to be amputated below the knees at the age of 6. He tells us now that, because it happened so early, he doesn't really remember much about having legs. But what he did was he played sports on his knees with the rest of the kids until he simply couldn't keep up from a speed perspective anymore, and he moved to prosthetics. But he was invited to be a part of a wheelchair basketball league that had a team in Jackson, and he helped lead that team to 2 national championships. He's in the Madison County Hall of Fame, the Jackson Madison County Hall of Fame, and he was put in front of our board this year, and they saw it fit that the challenges that he had overcome put him in a class that right here with the rest of the people that are in the class of 2021. So he's a great story, one that we might not have heard just on its face, but again, one that gets told from people kind of stepping up and telling those stories on their behalf.
Yeah, one that, this is a good thing about being able to do these. I think even when we look at the NFL Hall of Fame or the NBA, and these people get an opportunity to reflect a little bit, hear those stories, because we don't really know the ins and outs of how they got to those points. And just case in point, and just in general right now, Ron was looking up, what was it, Reggie Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, didn't know we had a NBA championship. And it's just like you expose people to what they got. And we're huge since day one we started this show and like giving people their flowers. Has there been anybody that, you've kind of run across that you were like, wow, I'm floored? I know Peyton's had his moment. I'm sure Coach Foreman, just everybody else, the people we know. But has there been someone that you've been in attendance and you heard their story and you're just blown away by?
Well, Brandon Rowland that I mentioned is one.
Yeah.
Reggie Johnson is another great example. I mean, and you talk about, and you guys could both speak to this because of what you accomplished athletically. When you get to a certain level in athletics, you realize that it's not just about the work that you put in. Mm-hmm. It's about your coaches. It's about your family. It's about the people that supported you. That's the one thing that I really feel like is missing from not being able to do a physical banquet right now, because, these banquets are oftentimes as much a celebration of your supporters as it is of your achievements, because those people, they're right there with you the whole way. And Reggie is a great story. We were thrilled to be able to surprise him. His daughter helped coordinate it. His son, Reggie Jr., was just promoted to captain in the Air Force, which alone is a fantastic accomplishment. So they were looking for a reason to get together. They're kind of spread out across the country, and they were looking for a reason to get together over a Zoom. And so his daughter coordinated the opportunity for us to surprise Reggie. And to kind of be in that, even in a virtual space, but to be in that room with his family members and first of all saying to his son, because Reggie was on the call under the pretense of this is Reggie Jr.'s promotion. And so, the first thing I said to Reggie Jr. was, thank you for your service. Thank you for your sacrifice. This is unbelievable. And you are an absolute rock star. And I said, but Dad, this moment turns out is about you. And so, and so his wife, runs out of the room and grabs a UT t-shirt and a hat and puts it on him. And he's just, he's in awe. He doesn't realize that it's kind of come full circle, and his whole family's there cheering him on. And, I left that call really kind of touched by the whole thing, because, to me, it cemented the fact that, again, your accomplishments are just as much those people that are right there by your left and your right-hand side, just pushing you all the way.
Hey, real quick, I got to give you props. The what you put on as far as the dinner and everything, and like you said, it's a celebration. Anybody that's had the opportunity to go, I was able to go to see. I think it was Kippy, Carol Lawson, and Peyton.
Yeah, I was there that year.
Yes,
yeah,
and that was pretty dope. And it was the people that came in, like you said, the families and everything. Like I'd met Kippy before, never met his family and everything, but to be able to go there, I came to support Carol Lawson, but. And honestly, the funny thing is, I didn't even know Peyton was getting inducted. So,
let me tell you who did know. My wife knew.
Really? Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Man. So I was like, man, and ran across Peyton, and, man, it's just a big old reunion, dude. You being able to get people together like that, and then being able to give them flowers. Because me and Kara had talked in Vegas, and we were able to communicate for a second, but I hadn't seen her since then, and I always been wanting to get back in touch with her. So, man, salute to you guys for being able to get everybody in that one room, and when you're able to do that, man, that's big time. So salute you guys.
Thank you. And we can't wait to do that again. You know, that's a fun event that because of the pandemic, we've kind of pushed down the road a little bit. We're hopeful that we might be able to get, a group together later this year. We're kind of looking at dates now that everybody's football schedules are set and trying to pick out a date that might work for the most people. But we're eventually going to get this class of 2020 and the class of 2021 together and celebrate them in person and let them be able to bring friends and family and really do it upright, because the ones that have been inducted in these last two classes have been patient, and they've understood that we're really in kind of unprecedented times. And so now that the restrictions have eased and vaccinations are pretty prominent and everybody's kind of getting back to the normal way of things, we're going to get back to that too, and we're looking forward to it.
And two things that jumped off the page to me, man, with Joan Cronin, definitely, that David Williams Significant Historical Achievement Award, that's big time. I think there's no one more deserving. And also Alicia Clark, the things she's been through and grinded through. A lot of people, I've been able to work out with her with skill wing workouts, and what she does behind the scenes as not only for herself as far as grinding and getting to it, but the development and mentoring of the other people that she's around. Everywhere she goes, man, she always leaves her mark, and I think she flies under the radar a lot. So I'm glad you guys are shining some light on her. She'll always get away from it and try to hide in the dark, but this is much needed, man, especially for the women's game.
We talked to Alicia Clark for our show. You can see that Saturday night. We have a prolonged conversation with her, and really about her movement from Mount Juliet to MTSU to 2 WNBA championships, and now she's rehabbing a Liz Frank injury in DC. And I know she's looking to get back on the court soon. She's a great story, great person to be a part of this, the honorees for this group. You're going to hear from all 11 inductees Saturday night. We lead the show with our Courage Award, honoring the Nashville Six. Mike Keith right off the bat, because he's our host, and it's a giant elephant in the room when you got a guy who's hosting your show who's also being inducted. So I just tell everybody, tune in Saturday night, 7:00 on News Channel 5 Plus. You can tune in also on our web stream. Follow us on Twitter at the TSHF, and it'll all start at 7:00. And it's a great program. People did a great job working on it. I'm excited for everybody to get the chance to see it.
Well, Brad, it's always good to catch up with you, and we're looking forward to watching this show. We know you put a lot of work and a lot of effort, as is everybody associated with it. So everybody deserves their flowers, as Ramon always says. So we're looking forward to seeing some people get some roses this weekend.
Well, and we appreciate it, and thank you guys for having me on. Thanks to the Tennessee Titans for presenting the show. Like I said, it's been a few months process of putting this together, and we really hope that at the end of the night, not just the people watching, but also the inductees will get a chance to see what we've put together, for the first time, and hope they're excited and proud of kind of how we present their career.
If we can't get Ron Slay into the Tennessee Sports Hall of Fame, and maybe we can we at least get his headband in?
Please.
Hey, listen, all I'm telling you is just somebody needs to start a nomination. That's all I'm saying. We got to get some nominations, because Ron, when was the last year you played overseas?
16.
Okay. So, the 3-year period is up. You are eligible, my man.
Uh-oh.
We got to get somebody to nominate you.
There it is.
I already did a nomination. It wasn't for Slay.
And then after that, Magic Johnson can tweet like, Ron Slay is in the Tennessee Sports Hall of Fame because he's a Tennessee Sports Hall of Fame.
Thank you, Brad. Thanks so much, man.
Appreciate it, Brad.
Nice.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, that's Brad Willis, the Tennessee Sports Hall of Fame. If we can't get Slay's, then we can get Chisholm's headband in for sure.
That's a halo what he has. That's more of a yarmulke. That's more of a yarmulke. What
Angels and Demons right there, Wayne Chisholm. We'll be right back. Finish up the fastest 4 hours in radio. It is JMart and Ramon, 104.5 The Zone.
Do you breathe Titans football? Yeah, so do we. Your home for Titans football and the flagship for Titans radio. 104.5 The Zone.
Well, with vacation, summer childcare money gets tight, but if your HVAC unit goes out, you have to get it fixed. Don't stress. Just call my guy Kevin with Complete Comfort HVAC. They use multiple banks to get financing, so you get the best rates to fit your budget. If that doesn't work, they offer no credit check financing. No need to wait when your unit breaks. Get that replacement when you need it and make monthly payments that work with your credit. Call him at 615-668-4784 or visit online at mycompletecomfortsolutions.com. Complete Comfort HVAC, your complete heating and cooling solution.
In the concert event of a lifetime, come experience the dynamic energy of one of the most accomplished musicians of our time, Carlos Santana. Blessings and Miracles Tour 2021, September 29th, First Bank Amphitheater. Take a trip through the hits from Woodstock to Supernatural and a backwards flip into the unknown. Tickets on sale Friday at 10 a.m. at LiveNation.com.
Some things are just true, like Geico makes it easy to save on boat insurance. And also, a long boat ride is way better than a long car ride.
Are we there yet?
No, not yet.
Awesome! More boating, more boating.
Switch to Geico, and you could save hundreds on boat insurance. It's just true.
Are you in the market for a garage, storage shed, or pole barn? Enter Affordable Building Concepts. These guys have been serving the Nashville area for 20 years and have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. They are licensed, bonded, and insured, so rest easy. Need a carport, new fence, deck, or a patio cover? Call them for your free on-site consultation, 615-594-5587, or visit affordable-buildings.com, 615-594-5587. Affordable Building Concepts, your backyard builders.
Ad paid for by OpenChart Concepts. Attention firefighters, members of the military, and airport workers. For decades, first responders and firefighters at military bases and airports used a chemical-based foam to fight fires. Studies have shown the chemicals used to make aqueous film-forming foam, or AFFF, are highly toxic to humans and have been associated with several types of cancer. If you or someone you know was exposed to AFFF and were diagnosed with any of these cancers, including kidney, bladder, prostate, pancreatic, lymphoma, leukemia, testicular, and neuroendocrine, then you should call us immediately because you may be entitled to significant cash compensation. Call us at 800-847-4961. Our experienced attorneys will fight to get you the compensation you deserve, and you pay nothing unless we get a recovery in your favor. Time is limited to file the claim, so call us now, 800-847-4961. Operators are standing by 24/7, so don't wait. 800-847-4961. That's 800-847-4961. Again, 800-847-4961.
In case you missed it, mortgage rates have plummeted back to their lowest points of the year. Hey, it's Dawn Davenport from 3HL. Don't miss the fresh new chance to lock in your forever loan with Loan Pronto. Call now. Take advantage of Loan Pronto's special zero-cost refi program. You can snag a super lower rate with no junk fees and no closing costs. And listen, they don't just roll closing costs into your loan, they actually cover them for you. Who else does this? If you thought you missed out on the best rates ever, you have another chance. Even if you refinanced last month or last year, you can do it again. Loan Pronto's all digital process is fast, it's easy. Most loans get closed in 14 days and most don't even require an appraisal. Call Loan Pronto now. Start the process before rates spike again. Do it now. You can even skip your next 2 house payments. 615-499-5780, loanpronto.com. 615-499-5780. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781. Subject to lender approval. Not all loans eligible for zero costs.
One of the most important decisions you'll ever make is who to trust when it's time to sell your home. Hey, it's Mickey Ryan, and whether you need to upsize or downsize, or you just want to take advantage of this crazy red hot market, Mark Spain Real Estate is the most trusted real estate team in the U.S. They've earned over 5,000 five-star reviews, and their guaranteed offer makes selling your home easy and stress-free with no showings, no open houses, and zero stress. Don't worry about the hassle of constant cleaning and making costly repairs. Mark Spain Real Estate has been in the business for over 25 years. They've served over 25,000 families, and they know what matters most: a quick sale and maximum profit. Sell your home hassle-free with the strongest cash offer in the industry. One of their clients, Joshua, said, "We got a guaranteed offer on our home, and it was easy. We skipped the showings and repairs. We had an all-cash offer for more than we expected and sold our home in less than a month. There are no showings, no open houses, no stress. It's that simple. Find out what Mark Spain's guaranteed offer would be on your home. There's no obligation. Just go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing, or call 855-299-SOLD.
Need a job? Unhappy in your current job? Visit tnjobfair.com to connect with employers from all over Tennessee. Take the next steps towards a better career. Get back to work, Tennessee. Go now to tnjobfair.com.
Geico for your boat. See how much you could save at geico.com today.
Well, it's gotten real out of control here. Buck's just rolling in the studio.
That's how we do when you a team.
Then all of a sudden, we should just talk, and then all of a sudden Schaefer just turns on the microphones, and then we're back.
I want to hear what we got to say.
Got the other hand on the dump button. Who knows what's going to happen there?
I mean, this might be the last show we do if we try that.
Yep.
But Brandon Tower, YouTube, these 4 hours have gone by fast as hell. Well,
Yeah.
we call it the hashtag fastest 4 hours in radio.
You're welcome.
Yeah, appreciate you, my boy.
My boy.
Literally, man, the stupid website. Abby, I promise I'm not going to actually buy these. But I got 11 shirts in a cart. Unless you're going to let me. I got 11 shirts in a cart. And the number one on the list, Player Haters Ball.
Oh, is that
Ninth
one?
annual Player Haters Ball shirt.
I missed that one.
That's dope.
I put the link to that site in there.
That one and the Alabama Leprechaun shirt got me.
Yeah, that's good. Alabama Leprechaun.
There's a lot. I'm not going to buy all these. I'm not going to buy any of these.
You got to break it down.
But they're in the cart, and I'm just kind of I can't.
We got to prioritize.
Right
You
now.
got to get the baby formula mixer first.
Brentwood, yeah, no, it's done. Brentwood money's a gimmick when it comes to me.
When you try to downplay it.
It's real funny. I wish it were a reality because I would be all over these shirts.
Give it time, Jay. Give it time, baby. Speaking into existence like Birdman did with Cash Money. They weren't that rich.
Nope.
But they spoken into existence.
Not a big old deal. Thanks to Master P.
It was thanks to Master P.
He said the bar.
He set the bar for independent labels.
Well, Jay Prince set the bar. Then P came back and set the bar. Then Baby and them.
So we were talking about this during the break when
Dude, I was
Buck
getting
came
ratchet.
in. The pitcher Brandon Beck for Stanford.
Yeah.
I had not thought about it till you said it, but was he feeling himself a little bit too much? Leaving the mound on the 8th inning, came back out in the 9th, thought that he was just going to embarrass Vanderbilt, and then lost.
I'm telling you, he did. He remember he came in with one ball on him, and he walked him down. He had him chasing the high strike. I mean, he had him chasing the high fastball, and he backed that up with the breaking ball. Remember,
The breaking ball is one of the nastiest things I've seen in a long
Enrique
time.
Barfield. Remember, he broke him. Enrique
Bradfield.
Bradfield. Remember, he knew he was out at the plate. That was a drop 3, and Enrique's fast enough to get to first base. And he just knew he was out because he was walking them down like that. I know a lot of people think baseball is boring. And now that my kids are in it, I'm fully involved in like everything. Seeing him walk off that mound, that's why I was trying to tell him, stay even.
Yeah.
And everything, stay even. Because the one moment
Celebrate
you think
when
you
it's
sweet,
over.
When it's over.
Man, them sports guys, boy, they always watching. They
Like,
watch.
look at that last pitch. The velocity in which
Yeah,
it
it
looked
was
like he was
high.
about to break his wrist to like throw that breaking ball. He knew he had him. And that's when you don't. That's when you don't.
Well, that's the same thing I've always look. I'm going to my golf lesson today. and
Yeah.
One of the things that my coach Barney Allery always says is, the minute you think you got it, you lost it.
Man, I need to go take some lessons. I'm out there.
Barney's the man. He hosted here on the Zone for a long time.
Almost popped my shoulder out.
What I thought was the best golf show you were going to find on the radio.
Yeah.
And he's got a ton of experience, but he has all these different like cliches and all these different phrases and all this other kind of stuff. But one of them is always the first 30 years are the hardest. Like literally,
30?
Yeah, like meaning golf, you never
Never get
feel
it.
comfortable. And the second you think your swing is right, you Bryson DeChambeau it on Sunday at the U.S. Open like he did.
Yeah.
Or you Phil Mickelson off the tent or whatever like that.
Freak.
Casey says, Jason, keep that elbow in. Yeah. That's another one. Gotta when on the
It's so
downswing, you gotta
hard.
skip a rock. Once I heard that, it started to make sense to me.
Oh, wow.
You put it underneath, but it's like you're skipping a
I
rock.
see you. Hey.
Yep.
I'm over here looking like birthdays right now, huh?
And you dead wrong because you had clubs before me.
I did. I ain't got time.
I'm just glad Jason's got that Brentwood money for those lessons.
That's what I can't even afford. I'm man.
Brentwood money,
Hey, I'm gonna
baby.
start digging in Jason
You
trash.
live in Brentwood.
Man, I live in Nolensville.
I live in Brentioch.
Look at how they all try to downplay it.
Hey, man, I don't know what it, man.
Hey, simple Sumner County, baby.
Dude, I wish I could.
Shut your mouth, man.
Simple Sumner.
Nothing is funnier than look at JMart trying to downplay it. Ramon.
Yeah, he ought to be ashamed of himself.
Ramon is the man of the people.
Ramon stays in the palatial.
Hey, now Renardo Foster.
Yeah, all that.
No, y'all not about to flip this on me at the end of this show.
Yeah.
That's what we not gonna do.
So I literally just looked this up. Ramon Foster net worth. I just Googled. No, I'm not going to tell. It doesn't matter. The fact that there are answers to that question that you can find.
Right.
If you look up Jason Martin net worth, it's going to say Google can't find what you're searching for.
Mine's on there. This ain't number about 1750 though.
I'll look that up.
As long as
I'll
I
look
got
see
it,
if
you
you've got
got
that.
it. You feel
Yeah,
me?
all right.
750.
As long as you got it, I got it. Mom got a house in Cabo. But Casey, don't be next to some
Hey, I
stairs.
like this. It's something called the squander.com. Ron Slay net worth 2018. What is this basketball player worth?
That is a
Something
lie.
about that just seems like such a slight to me.
Now squandering that might be part of it.
Now, because if his career is it in dollars or euros?
Aha.
Damn, I didn't know you had that much money, Slay. I'm looking on here. I'm like, now I understand why you live near us.
Hey, boy, that's a lie.
We live on the wrong side of the tracks.
Yeah, I live in that little shack that you pass by the dump.
Yeah, I don't think that's the case.
It's a little shack by the dump, too, y'all. If anybody's on Sunset.
You are 6'8" and weigh 108.9 kilograms.
Hey. But guess what?
240 pounds. Is that right?
Yeah, that was then. Yeah.
That was then. This is now.
40 pounds ago, yeah.
Mouth of Wilson, Virginia.
Yeah, Oak Hill, alum, what up? Warriors for life.
Net worth, and I see the number. Annual salary under review.
Hey, man.
Dead or alive? According to our database, Ron Slay is still alive.
They just want people to add on it. That's just foolishness,
They
man.
got my network at 300,000. Wow.
Here are some interesting facts. Here are some interesting facts about Ron Slay.
I'll
His
take
star
it.
sign is Cancer, and zodiac sign element is water.
Ron got a birthday coming up.
You better believe it counts, and I love water.
His duality is passive.
I'm definitely
Opposite-
passing rock.
And opposite sun sign is Capricorn.
I ain't even been on the sun.
Why is Ron Slay famous? He is famous for being a successful basketball player.
Man, I wear a headband.
BuzzLearn.com, brought to you by Magic Johnson.
Success. Brought to you by me.
Bunch of real obvious facts right there.
Perco Firebirds.
Ron, what's happening in 3?
It is a party at 3, led by the mayor, coming in with Babs, with me, Big Slay, and Hunk behind the glass.
Oh, yeah, speaking of which, big time sports flubs. We had this come in from somebody earlier. Joe Hunk buying that number 8 Julio jersey.
Yeah. Yeah.
I might rather throw the wild pitch than make that mistake.
Oh, he can just bring Mariota back.
One or the other.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay.
They got him as on the list of best
Hey, Ron,
quarterback
Ramon.
backups.
Hey, Buck's got to come in the studio.
Forget Buck. We're cool.
Never
The
heard of
Cooler
him.
is next on 104.5 The Zone.
We ain't
It's
leaving.
been For Slay, for Ramon, for Shafe, I'm Jason Martin on Twitter, at JMartinRamon. We'll finish up the week strong tomorrow with Mike Keith.
And remember, your Twitter fingers and your mic always hot.